first time that we're going live and nothing went wrong before. Hello, everyone. Today we are joined by our wonderful cast and everyone. We have our lovely DM Louise.
Hello.
We have playing Owlbare.
Hello, folks.
We have Volonda.
Hello.
Trendane.
Hello.
And the impeccable Willis.
Hello.
Welcome, one and all. For those of you just joining us, if you haven't been here before, welcome, one and all. I want to go ahead and go through some announcements and reminders. For those of you who haven't been here before, there are ways that you guys can interact with this game. So donations of $5 or a $4 sub on GameWisp will get you a natural 20 to the player or NPC of your choice, or the DM rather, or a natural 1 if you really want to screw anyone over. You can also follow. If you hit that follow button while we are live playing this game, you can send a whisper to me or to the DM, AccidentalLegend Louise, with who you want to give a 1d4 of inspiration to. So you can go ahead and help out a player of your choice in that way as well. As we get started here, I guess let's just go ahead and go around and introduce, have Louise introduce a little bit about what we're going to be playing today, and then we'll go through each of the characters. Louise.
Okay, yes, well, hello and welcome, everybody. We're going to be playing a Underdark-themed campaign today with some deliciously evil characters. And the idea of this one-shot is that this team that we're currently with were ordered to guard a very valuable, very priceless heirloom of the Drow family. And one way or another, something went a bit wrong and the item was stolen from underneath them. Their mission is simple. Get the item back without anybody finding out it's missing, or their jobs and their lives are on the line. And you can choose, priorities, job, life, losing both could be quite bad.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. I'm very excited for this. This is the first time I've ever played an evil campaign of any kind, or Underdark, really. So this is definitely exciting. But let's go around through all of our cast. Let's go ahead and start with Owlbare. Who are you going to be playing today?
I'm going to be playing Leonon. She is a level 3 Drow warlock. She is part of a minor noble house and not really very popular amongst her family, and kind of out to prove herself. This is my first time playing in an evil campaign. It's my first time doing a drow. It's my first time being a warlock. And this is only my 3rd time playing 5e, so be nice.
That'll be... your character sounds cool. I'm definitely excited to see what they have to do. And don't worry about not being that experienced with 5e. A lot of people watching aren't. You just stumble your way through it. And we're here to help. This is one-shots often have people who don't have any experience at all, so it's a learning experience as well. Volonda, who are you going to be playing today?
I'm going to be playing Nibbles, who is a Underdark gnome cleric, and I am in servitude to one of the other characters here. This is my first Underdark, not my first evil campaign. First cleric, first Underdark gnome. It's gonna be cool. Excited.
Nice. Yeah, that should be cool. Nibbles, that's a great name. Trendane, who are you gonna be playing today?
I'm going to be playing Sokenish the Leech, who is a level 3 Drider, which for those of you who don't know what that is, sort of like a centaur, but instead of horse parts, it's a spider. So it's 8 legs, big bulbous abdomen with a drow torso coming up out of it. And he is not especially comfortable in cities because Drider tend to be somewhat shunned. But he's much smaller than a Drider would normally be. So he is effectively withered and kind of, withered. Yeah, that kind of thing. And he's
nice. Yeah, he definitely seems cool. I was like, I didn't know what a Drider was before you introduced that. I'm still relatively new to D&D, so definitely it's going to be very cool. And last but certainly not least, Willis, who are you playing today?
Hello, I'm playing Brennan, a drow rogue, 3rd level. Also part of a minor noble house. And I'm the one who Nibbles is in servitude to.
Nice. You've got yourself a little whipping gnome.
Something like that.
And I am going to be playing Pinkdrill. He is a dwarven paladin, a mountain dwarf, who found himself, after delving far too deep into the mines, seeking vengeance on the dark elves who had attacked his family. He found himself corrupted by something within the depths, and now is completely under control of these evil forces, these drow, who have employed him as a guard. So we will see a little bit more of him later. But now, as we start off, why don't you go ahead and tell us where we are, Louise?
We are in the house of Banre. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If not, we're going to pretend that I am. We are in the noble house of the Drow family, Banre. And as I mentioned earlier, our team here were tasked with looking after a necklace, an heirloom that the family has been kept for a long time. And where we pick up is in one of the towers of the manor of this family, where this heirloom is kept. So would you want me to just jump right in?
Jump
to
right in. Let's
the
do
action on it. Okay, so Pinkdrill, some of you, your eyes, they start to blink open to like the dim lighting of this quite circular room, and the scent of something very unfamiliar fizzles in the air around you. The coarse stone is rough to your palms, and around you, your companion's eyes begin to start creaking open. The podium that stands in the middle of the room, which usually houses a very valuable and very precious heirloom you were charged to protect, is smashed, and the heirloom itself is missing. What would you like to do on waking up, basically, and seeing this? All of you, as you wake up.
Shit.
Well, crap.
Master, it wasn't my fault.
This is bad. This is really bad.
Were you all sleeping too?
That's where then a knock comes on the door, and you hear a voice from the other side, and it seems to say something along the lines of, "All right there, how's it going? Are you all right in there, my lovers?"
Everything's fine. Don't come in. You stay right out there.
Oh, it's just that I've got to go check on my tavern up on the upside. I've left it for too long, you see. So just wanted to pop by and say, you really need to keep that priceless and incredibly important artifact very safe. Now, it's important it stays very safe for my friends here. You hear? Because this family, I mean, they're known for their violence. So, but I'm sure you won't have a problem with that. Or they'll be checking up on you in about a day or so. So, not that long for you to keep it sorted. I am sure you guys have got this. Don't you worry. Is there anything I can do for you before I go?
How long have you been outside?
Oh, I've just got here. I popped by on my way home.
Did you see anyone else leaving as you were coming?
No, I don't think so. I think it was quite empty. It's very early in the morning, you see. A lot of people are still asleep. At least I think it's early. I can't bloody see the sun down here.
All right. Cheers, Simon.
All righty. I will see you later. I'm back off to the Wandering Gods Tavern. Have a lovely day now, fellas. And you hear footsteps that start to descend the staircase outside the room.
Okay. This is bad.
Very.
DM, is the door locked? The door that Simon was on the other side of, is that locked?
It is. Well, you can try it. You can see.
I would like now, if I listen for the departure of our friend, I'd like to then try the door.
The door opens, which is interesting because you knew it should have been locked.
Are there any other entrances or exits from this little place, like up in the ceiling? Any
There
doors?
is a few small slit windows that are too small for anybody to pass out of. That is normal human sized.
I can
Or
so get
gnome
up there.
sized.
So like, so,
Sorry.
like, tiny.
Very tiny, very thin slits
Arrow
in the
slits.
tower.
What's the last thing everyone remembers? What the heck just happened?
We were guarding
remember
the
going to sleep.
heirloom, and then we woke up.
Yeah.
That.
Okay, so we'll just assume that we were all put to sleep. Assuming, of course, that one of the four of you isn't behind this. Cool. Okay.
Okay.
Which of us was on guard?
What was that?
I said, which of us was the last on guard?
Weren't we all?
Were we all awake at the same time?
We were all asleep at the same time. I don't remember any of you falling asleep.
I would think a sleep spell would probably be the culprit.
Yeah.
Doesn't that
Because I
not
don't
affect
remember
your
going
kind?
to sleep. Well, you have a point.
Saying. I'd like to have a look at where the heirloom was.
Yeah? Do you want to roll me a perception to see what you see?
Maybe someone else should do this. Well, I'll roll regardless. 12.
12. On a 12, you can see that the glass that once held, the cylinder glass that once held the necklace, the glass shattered all around it, there is traces of blood on it. And as well, next to the blood, there is a thin strip of cloth from a material that you don't recognize, that perhaps was part of a glove or something to that effect.
I'm gonna walk over to the glove and pick it up and just see if it looks like any sort of familiar material that would be around.
Mm-hmm. Want to give me a perceptionado? See what you see.
While he's doing that, is the glass just shattered all around the...
The glass is shattered, yeah. There are some bigger shards of it that are lying around, but the majority of it is like become crystallized, shattered everywhere. On a 20, you wouldn't necessarily recognize the material itself, but you would know that this material, the material it is, comes from the overworld.
Okay, so it wasn't anybody that lives in the city, I don't think. It would be...
The sun dwellers.
Yeah.
Well, do we know of any caves that lead to the overworld?
You would know that there is a relatively large cave system that does go up to the overworld. It does take about a week or so of travel to get up there. It seems as if the party that have come down have been traveling for a long time to get to where you are. It's usually unheard of for parties of overworld dwellers to come down this far.
Would I know of any passages that would definitely be like protected from that sort of thing due to my training as a drow?
Protected from what sort of thing, sorry?
Like infiltration from overworlders?
You would know that the initial kind of cavern systems that do come down into the overworld are very heavily protected because that's where the most people come from. There are a few that kind of snake around on the outside and take a lot longer to come down. They're a lot more dangerous from kind of like random monsters, but not so much like patrols and guards and things like that.
Okay.
And one of them does head out to nearby where you are.
I'm going to be the voice of reason here, guys. We have lost the necklace. It's in our care. And I don't know about the four of you, but my head will roll for this. Now, we have a day to get this back. And they only could have gone one way. So I suggest we pack our shit and get moving.
I agree with that statement.
Perfect.
We gotta do
Master,
something.
would you like me to pack our shit, so to speak?
Yes, I would.
Nibbles runs around and packs said shit.
I just imagine she's like picking up the glass and putting it into a bag.
No.
I'm boxing everything.
Only take what we need right now. Don't take any useless stuff.
I'm sorry, I didn't wish to displease you, sir. Would you like me to take the cloth? She puts her hands out to take the glove.
Take the cloth.
Is it long enough to tie around her head, like a bandana?
You know what, for a gnome, I'll say yes.
Excellent.
As a, I can't find it here, but as a level 3 ranger, I would presume that the Underdark is at this point my favorite terrain.
I would say so.
No sense for it to be anything else.
Your favorite terrain is the overworld.
Yes,
the ocean.
That's the time bombs. No.
Mountains is your favorite terrain.
So there are two things that I would like to do. One is, in a somewhat minor panic, start webbing up, just covering the pedestal in webs.
Good.
And trying to like put the pieces of glass back in place.
Yeah, we
just cover it. And
in retrospect, we probably should have webbed it in the first place.
I was busy.
No.
Think of it.
Yep.
So the other thing is to see if I can find any sort of tracks or any indication of somebody leaving this room and where they went. But I'll wait for that until we're heading out the door.
Mm-hmm.
If I find it most advantageous if you're going to search for something to massively open your eyes, huge. And I'm going to cast guidance on you. Hang on, I just got to bring up the spell. Half.
Yeah. First cast of the day.
Oh yeah. Which I think is wisdom. I think perception or survival and that good jazz, which will be tracking. So I'll give it to wisdom.
Beautiful. So the plan is to head out of the room. Is that correct?
Once I've finished webbing up the thing, so it's harder to see that there's nothing there but a podium and some broken glass.
Somebody walks in, they're like, "Oh, this looks fine. This is how we left it."
This is fine.
Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm.
You see like a note pinned to it, like, "This is okay."
Nothing happened at all.
BRB took the necklace for a walk.
BRB out for lunch.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll do a perception, you said?
Yes. Or a tracking for...
Which would be survival.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, which one would that be? Okay, so guidance gives me an extra D4 on this. So we'll do with my... Oh, they're the same. So perception, and that would be a...
you take the 14, I believe, because of the advantage from favorite terrain.
And then I added D4.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Oh, hot damn. So an 18. On an 18, you do see a trail of blood that seems to come from the blood that was on the glass that leads down the spiral staircase.
What does it taste like?
It
I'm
tastes
not kidding.
great.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
I take a
It's very
few steps back
coppery,
from
it's
the
very
drider.
metallic. It's super good.
I mean, spider and all, you know. But went this way. And
Lead the way.
start
Lead the
heading-
way, yeah.
Start
And
following.
I follow the drider, but keeping a few steps away.
As you start
I'm
heading
literally
through
like
the
half
manor,
a step behind you, so if you stop, I'm wanging straight into the back of you.
Right into the spinnerets. That's great.
I'd like you all to make me stealth checks, please, as you
Ooh.
try to leave this area unnoticed.
Oh, no.
Would you consider this place to be made of rock?
I mean, sure, somewhere or another, yes.
I.e., would you consider it rocky terrain?
That, no.
Damn.
I'd consider it a staircase.
Well,
if
I
that-
got a 4. If that's the case.
So I'm
that
super
advantage
stealthy,
would have
but
helped.
the gnome behind me, not so much.
For a quick note for the audience, Volanda's stats are the best thing I've ever seen. They are all terrible. So let's have a look. So everybody but Brennan and Sirkanish, you guys are quick to move. You kind of know where you're going at least, and you start heading down the staircase. The others a little bit unsure follow behind, displacing rocks and stones as you go that are crumbling off the staircase. And you hear footsteps approaching from the hallway beside you, and a woman comes into view, and she looks very confused as to see you all out of the room. And she'll lever you with a quizzical stare and not say anything, but just kind of stare at you like, what are you doing?
Do we recognize her as...
You do.
Okay.
Part of the family.
Got
she
it.
is. Yes.
Just double checking.
And what, pray tell, are you doing out of the room? I do believe you were hired to guard what was inside the room, were you not? Am I mistaken?
We're
Yes?
just illusions. The real us are still there.
All right, illusions, you say. So you wouldn't mind if I was to just check in the room, would you?
Well, you could, but the real us are invisible at the moment.
Invisible, you say. Pray tell, how could such an anomaly have occurred?
Well, it's a very well-known guarding tactic. The thieves think that no one is there to guard it, so they just walk in. They see the guards walking around. They're like, oh, they're taking a break, and so they think they can just go in and take it. But in reality, we're right there, invisible.
How is
It's very
she dressed?
smart.
Make
I'm
me a
a smart
deception
man.
check. Make me a deception check.
While he's doing that, how is she dressed?
She is dressed amicably. Very nice.
I shouldn't be surprised. I should not be surprised.
We're gonna die right now.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh no!
It's been fun, guys. Let's do this again.
I'm about to buy us at least a few minutes. Just
So that went as well as it could have gone. Do you take me for some kind of idiot? I am quite offended, not only by your lackluster guard skills, but also by this insecurance that you now face to me.
Clearly, mistress. Such levity is lost. Please, after you.
and pointing towards the room up above that we just came from.
Hmm.
Yep. The item is perfectly safe, and we're very happy to show you. Let's return to the room right now.
Very well, let's. Else you know what might happen.
Sorry, Mum.
And she will glare directly at you, Pink Drill.
I whirl around and just walk up the stairs.
I will
She will,
fall behind, obsequiously behind her.
She will lead the way to the room. And as she gets there, she will push it open and she will step inside. Well, this is not how we left the room at all. Would somebody mind explaining what's happened here? And she'll gesture to the webbed pedestal.
Once everyone's in the room, I close the door and stand there.
Good.
It would be my great pleasure to explain.
And I attack her.
Oh,
Good job.
Oh god.
Cool. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Give me an attack roll.
I will go with a venomous bite.
And everybody has a natural 20 to
Yay.
use from Ayami.
Thank you.
Could
Amy.
not have
Thank
come
you.
at a better time. Actually, it could have done. It could have saved Speedy from that natural one.
Could've.
But I did roll a 20. Because, never mind. So,
22. Yeah, no, you 100%. You hit, and she is currently most like she has not wearing any armor as well, so she takes that hit and she will spin round. What are you attacking her with? Explain your
Venomous
attack
bite.
to me.
So
Wow.
just
Well
leap
then,
fangs and just right in the neck, and just doing everything I can to completely immobilize her and take her down.
she will scream out. She'll be like, ah, ah, ah. And do I need to make a con save for
Yes.
our lovely lady?
Yes.
I will do so.
DC 11.
Oh, hang on, that didn't work. I know how to use this program. I've used it for months. There we go. DC 11. She makes it.
She does. So she only takes 2 points of damage. 4 points.
2 points of damage. She will take that and she will wrench her neck away from you and spin around and she'll be like, "But I'll raise the alarm! Don't make me!" And she will start to reach down and she'll pull out a dagger that's been strapped to her thigh and she'll point it at you. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is when we roll initiative for the first time.
Yay! Ha! Glad I got that attack in first.
I was thinking of doing something I should have.
So Nibbles, it's your turn to go first.
How does this happen? I need to check something first.
Good luck, Nibbles.
It's all rested on you.
-1 to attack.
Did she also get an 18?
She also got an 18, so she's going to be going straight after you.
Okay. In that case, I have to check I've got everything right. Okay. All right. This is only going to end well. I'm going to throw my little hands out and cast Hold Person on her.
What? I need to make a check for that, don't I?
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. What check am I making there?
13.
Wisdom save.
Yeah, wisdom save.
She does not make it.
Yes!
Good job, Nibbles.
I will turn, it's like, Master, no, you cannot be hurt! And I will cast Sanctuary on him.
Hot damn.
No, that's a bonus action too, isn't it? Oh,
Yep.
Damn. Oh, no, one's an action, one's a bonus. Perfect.
One's an
That's
action,
what I'm
yeah,
doing.
that's fine.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm casting Sanctuary on my master.
She'll be like, what is this sorcery? You shall pay for this insurgence.
We have to make sure that you're not actually an enemy in disguise.
You what?
Perfectly logical.
We have to be very thorough. You could be the enemy. And I'll sort of like waddle forward, like pulling out my tiny ass mace. I'll just stand
Very
by
nice
I think as fast as I can move. I'm done.
And it is her go, so she'll be able to make another check to see if she can wriggle her way out of your hold.
Yep, 13.
Which she also does not make.
Woohoo!
These
She's
are all-
like, ah. And yeah, it's your go. You see that the noble woman of this house is currently not only bleeding from the neck, but also magically held in position, looking very annoyed. Very annoyed indeed. Murderous, one might say.
Well, if she's being held, I'd just like to go up to her and try to tie her up with some ropes and shove something in her mouth so she can't scream.
I think
make me
with
a
paralyzed, she can't talk, I think.
Oh, could you not?
I don't think so. I'll double check the rules. I'm pretty sure paralyzed you can't talk.
Oh, wait, you want to make me a strength check to see how
Yeah.
well you can tie this lovely lady up.
Do you want like athletics or like straight strength?
Either, whichever is preferable for you.
Hell yeah. 12.
12, a solid 12. You feel like you've done a good job tying her up. You're pretty proud of yourself.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
paralyzed
in the
can't
back.
move,
That's,
speak, or talk.
I'm sorry, ma'am. This is just a precaution.
She is glaring daggers at you. And I suppose we'll be coming out of initiative because she can't really move now. She is tied up and paralyzed
Good.
and locked in a room full of glass. So she's having a great time. So now that we're out of initiative, you guys, what's next for your crew? What are you doing now? after this.
Right, you want to give some web there to just really tie her down.
She could still escape.
Then you definitely want to whip her down because I can't make her quiet for very long.
I know. I was planning on eating her.
No. Don't you want to be paid?
And then just lean in real close to this dagger-staring lady.
Because she looks delicious.
Her eyes will go from glaring to a little bit paranoid.
Do we know like how
kind
high
of
up the
pleased
rank
as
she
well.
is?
You believe her to be the daughter of this family.
That's not good.
Oh, you're muted there.
Sorry, guys. I'll walk over to Sakenish and just, okay, we don't eat our employer.
But I will allow him to push me aside. So,
Do you want the wedding or not?
Whip her, don't nibble.
What nibble?
Mm.
I'm here. Look.
Not you. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
and so I
Weber
will,
also, she can't be seen either.
while we were sleeping, I was up in the corner in my own little nest that I had already woven up in there. So I'm just going to shove her in there and web her in real good.
Perfect.
That way, if anyone walks in, they'll assume we're all dead and she's been kidnapped along with the heirloom.
Great. And we will have
We're
to
all
worry
dead.
about.
And
We'll have to worry about her later.
So as I'm
Yeah.
finishing tucking her in,
Sleep tight.
and
we could
We're,
just
we're evil. We are
could just-
evil people.
we could just write her off as a casualty.
I'm trying to picture how we will explain that to the rest of the family. Like, oh, we still have your necklace. Sorry, who's missing?
It could well be that somebody broke in here and she was here checking it out and she died and we were too busy trying to protect her but failed and now we're going after the necklace as a sort of byproduct.
We would still die with this.
Oh, okay.
They kidnapped all
observation,
of us,
but-
including her, and we returned with the necklace as
But
heroes.
Unfortunately, she perished.
Yes, but we're still heroes is the important part.
We should take her with us. That's what we should do.
Maybe
As
you
a
could
snack.
just eat her.
Yes.
She could
You
be
know
an
what?
emergency food supply.
You know what? I think
disagree.
we should take her with us and maybe be an emergency food supply
Actually,
for our drag event.
I have an idea of what we can do when she gets back. Keep her alive for now.
We could use her to threat the enemy. Emergency food supply and distraction.
Are we taking her with us?
First off, who's the leader of the group? I guess.
it would definitely not be Sokenish. He's
Well, yeah.
But the leader is clearly you, Master.
The leader's clearly Nibbles, I think we'll all...
Let's be honest.
Let's not
say-
kid ourselves here.
I would say it would probably be Lara or Brennan as they're the drows here.
Well, in drow stature, the females are usually higher rank, so
Oh, excellent.
There you go.
What does
Okay.
the mistress wish to do?
Sakenish, pull her out of your nest. She's coming with us. And you will be responsible, one, for not eating her, and two, for making sure she does not leave your sight. We are losing valuable minutes. Whoever has taken the necklace is powerful enough to subdue all of us at once without us even being aware of their presence. If we have any hope of retrieving that necklace and saving our lives, we go now. We have to go right now.
And so I'll ball her up in a little satchel and string her across the back of the abdomen where all of my other little satchels of various things that I've caught and are slowly dissolving in digestive enzymes that I occasionally...
Oh.
Well,
Yum, yum.
yummy.
That's incredible. Is it weird that I can ride on you on top of her? Because then it would look like less obvious that you're carrying around a corpse. It's just a little seat for me to sit on.
Yes, Nibbles. Why don't you ride on Sakenish and keep the body still? And if she complains, just
I'll
tap
hit
her
her
on
in
the
the
head.
head.
Yes.
I hold my mace just over her head, like I'm riding, but like bump.
I'll slip out the door and go down and see what's down there and stuff.
DM, do we, knowing the layout of the tower, do we have a good idea of how we can get out of here without bumping into as many people as possible?
Yes, you would know.
Tracks.
Okay.
The blood trail.
Yes, actually, yes, we'll follow the blood trail, because if they knew how to get straight to this room, then they knew a way out. So we'll do that.
Okay, cool. So you follow the blood trail back down, and luckily you don't run into anybody else from this family or anybody that works for the family. Your way is relatively clear. There are a few noises that cause you to stop in your tracks for a moment and wait for them to pass, but relatively you feel that you have left this area safe and undetected. And as you step out into the wider world outside this manor, you see to your right there is plumes of smoke billowing in the distance from the settlement that you know to be nearby.
Does the blood trail go that way?
It seems to, yes.
Let's continue to follow the trail with haste.
And so you continue to follow the trail towards these pluming smokestacks that seem to just take over this area. And as you get closer, you seem to notice that the settlement itself that stands next to this house, many of the buildings seem to be on fire.
Oh no.
And there are people just kind of running, well, the drow mainly, running around everywhere, trying their best to put out the flames.
Bah, the fools.
I think we should use that distraction, slip through, and continue following the trail.
Yeah, as long as we can continue to follow the trail, we should not be distracted.
Yeah.
So you can continue to follow the trail through the around the back of the settlement, which seems to go through, and it does then duck in through a gap through some houses into the centre of the settlement, and it seems to run through the town that way. It seems as if whoever came into your tower also came through this town, and likely, perhaps, also caused the fires.
Yeah, it's obviously to serve as a distraction, and it's pretty effective, but I care more about the necklace than I do about the fires.
Maybe someone around here has seen some of these culprits, though. They don't seem to be unconscious.
But the problem being, if we grab someone and start asking questions, that could come back to bite us. No offense, Sakenish.
We could just say we want to know who started the fire, right? So we could hunt them down. We're not firefighters. Look at us. We're a spider, and the master and the mistress are here, and the shorter-ish, the tall one next to me.
That's actually a good idea. Sakenish, why don't you stay out of sight? Because the body on your back might raise questions.
It's my seat. It's fine.
Yeah. Brennan, why don't you just grab someone and ask what the heck's going on?
Master may wish to do this with a nice, gentle phrasing, and I shall give you guidance on charisma.
Okay. I look around for the least distracted person, like the one that looks sort of, if there's anybody that looks sort of like they're not as trying to get the fires out, and ask them if they've seen anybody who started the fires. Or
give me a perception to see who you can see around this town. A lot of them do seem to be very preoccupied with the fire.
Imagine so.
On a 6, you don't see anyone.
I ask a random guy.
Some random guy. He's very busy.
My name is Dirk Random Guy. What can I do?
He's like, "Hello, I am the random guy." He will turn around to be like, "What do you want? Can you not see? This is a very busy time for us all." He will gesture wildly to the fire that seems to be licking around his own home.
Well, I just wanted to know. We are looking for the one who started these fires. If you know anything about that, or
Well, we have one of them ourselves. The rest, unfortunately, got away. But have no fear, I'm sure we'll find them soon enough once that one talks. And she will talk.
Do you know in what direction they went?
Towards the lake. I don't know any further than that. I doubt they've managed to cross it.
All right, well, thank you for your time. And then I leave.
He will gets hastily back to sorting out his fire.
And then I tell the rest of the party what I heard.
They have one already.
Supposedly.
I think it might be best to ask them some questions. I can go in, posing as one of them, an ally of sorts. I am an overworlder, after all.
This is true.
That's true. Do it. Yeah, we need to, yeah, okay.
Which person had the prisoner, did you say?
They just said that they had the prisoner, and the guy that I was talking to didn't seem like he wanted to talk much more, so...
Well, I feel it would be a bad idea for me to be asking.
Perhaps we could pretend that you are one that we have caught and to be thrown in with the other prisoners.
Oh!
That's
Nibbles!
yeah.
Nibbles, that's brilliant.
I but serve you humbly, masters and mistress.
That's what we're going to do. Big Drill, we're going to throw you in there.
Great.
Maybe we should rough you up a bit.
Okay, I'll jump off and hit my, with my mace. Sorry, I hit him in the back of the knees with my mace because I can't really hit that high. Hope you don't
It's like
mind.
a super leap.
You are going to love what
slam
this is
dunk.
called. Right, this is my mace. Mace in the face. Hey, I did damage!
I can't. Oh, no, that doesn't hit my armor class.
Doesn't it?
Oh,
You miss.
Bath.
Your
Of
little
19.
arms. Just too small.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest person here. Maybe the master may wish to have a go, and I'll offer up my mace. I'm sorry, I'll offer up your weapon because that's more fitting.
There's no.
This tiny
All
little
right,
thing.
that's enough of that. I'm going to look at. We've got a blood trail on the ground of fresh blood. I'm just going to smear some on my face. We're good.
Okay.
I hand the mace back to Nibbles, but I give Nibbles a wink. Like, good job.
Like, you did good today.
Very. I'm very
I'm
impressed.
glad the master is pleased.
I pass Nibbles a biscuit.
We're just gonna say pop a marshmallow in her mouth. There.
I look up at the master as if I'm allowed to eat.
Of course. Especially after all you've done today.
But only half.
I'm gonna have if Derida doesn't mind, climb back upon him and just eat this little biscuit.
Oh my god, that image.
Adorable.
It's yeah.
An adorable one half. The other half is a Drider.
Who's constantly sitting there going.
So yeah, adorable, really.
Yeah.
Very.
Okay, let's do this. Brennan, perhaps we will have... you and I will approach where they're holding this captor, and we will deposit Pink Drool and see if Pink Drool can't gather some information. But we must be quick, because the longer we delay, the further away these people get.
I agree.
And DM, that's what we do. We literally, Pink Drool, if you pretend that you're dragging your feet, we literally, although I think don't exactly have any strength, but Brennan, possibly for the majority, helps carry you, Pink Drool, to the structure. And DM, we would like to literally toss him in.
Okay, yeah, you can.
Recast guidance back on boss, so he still has charisma.
You can pretty much tell that in this area where the prisoner is being held, but based on where all the commotion is, you see there is a building which is no longer burning, but seems to be at least quite smoked out, quite cindered, quite burnt itself. The walls are blackening, so forth. You see through one of the kind of smashed in kind of parts of the wall that there is an elven figure in there that seems to be tied up to a post, and that is where you can throw in your good friend.
Cool.
And you do so. And
that's what we do, yeah.
in he goes.
Not so gently either.
I was just going to say, make it look convincing.
It's got to look real.
It's got to look real. Just toss him in.
You bastards. Spit in your face.
And as you do so, the elven woman, she'll look up in surprise and look at you, and two of the drow that seem to be standing over her will turn to you. And are you all in the room as well, or did you just kind of throw him in from the outside?
We're throwing him in, but if there are other drow present, we would invite them to talk to us. I'd like Pink Droll to have a moment with the captor.
Okay, so you like kind of gesture them over as you throw them in.
Yeah. So that me and Brennan can explain, that we found another and we're adding them, and
Is it like a cell that they've been thrown into?
It's kind of more of a makeshift cell. It seems that there was a post in the center of the room that seemed to hold the ceiling up. Now there is no ceiling, and she is tied to that.
I'm gonna like jump off of Skonesh's back and sort of like waddle forward and sort of like poke the dwarf just like from behind, so he looks like he's being like abused, just so we can keep an eye on what's going on.
Mm-hmm. And the two drow.
So Kenish is still way back off where we were, because I was told to stay out of sight because
Perfect. You're having a good time, just kind of looking around like, oh, they look tasty.
Looking at the body, looking at the body I've got. It's like, well, do I keep my word?
All this time alone with the body.
Yes.
Oh crap!
Surely.
So the two drow, they will gladly come and speak to you about this new arrival to their makeshift prison. So that does leave you, Pink Drow, with the elven woman, who looks very confused and slightly concerned that you've come in there with her.
And I will be right back.
Are you all right?
Are they say this is the other prisoner to me? Or is this the other prisoner talking to me? Or is this
it's currently the guards have gone. They're not necessarily out of the room, but they're out of necessarily earshot.
Okay. And
I believe it's just Nibbles, you, and the woman.
They got you too, huh?
Yes. What are you doing down here as well?
Well, it's been a while, but I came down seeking vengeance. These drow attacked my people and stole something precious to us, and I came back to retrieve it. Bastards.
I see.
Killed my friends and took me prisoner.
Oh. I am sorry. I suppose I can relate. They attacked my people too. That's one of the reasons I came down here, I suppose, and well, now I'm here. Don't you worry, though. This will all be over soon. I assure it.
How's that? You've got a plan?
Well, not me, per se, but my friends do. They got away. And they have the plan, I'm sure. It's a little out there, a little risky, but if I could give my life for it, I would. And here I am, and I have, and I will, and it's okay. I'm okay about that, mostly, I think.
What kind of plan? What was it that you came down here seeking? Why?
Well, first of all, it was just a rumor, you see. This item, we didn't know quite that much about it. Well, our leader did, but he seemed to not want to tell us something about ruining the surprise, I suppose. But, well, we only went and got it, didn't we? And now it's off, and they'll never see it again. And if the rumours are correct, which, well, hopefully they are, it'll all be over soon.
What do these rumors say?
Well, as I said, I wasn't quite sure myself. Our leader was the one that, well, put us on this mission in the first place. But something about this artifact, this heirloom of some stupid family that think themselves noble, well, it affects the wearer, I've heard. Gives them untold something.
How do
Imagine
you know
what
that
could
this
do.
will end things? Untold power sounds great, but what kind of power? Untold power to make bread is not a great power.
I didn't see you there. Why, you're so small.
Hello.
I'm now noticing that Nibbles has run over. Like,
What do you mean
Well,
untold power?
By untold power, I mean nothing at all, which you can tell to your masters. It's simply
I dropped
aesthetic purposes.
I dropped to one knee. I look up with the biggest, like brownest eyes. I was like, but I don't like my masters. They're the two drow, the master and the mistress. They forced me to do this. Please, any way I could help you would be most. It would make me so happy.
Roll me a deception.
I'd
And
like
I will-
an actual 20, please.
You can use
Yes!
it. There we go. A single tear just starts to fall from her eye as she looks at you. And she's like, that is the saddest story I have ever heard. You are so brave. And I will help
Made me
you.
So.
Oh, you poor delicate thing. Very well. You can help, and we'll help you in return. We'll get you out of here. The overworld perhaps might not be the place for you, but I'm sure you'll find somewhere to fit in. There are other gnomes up there as well. They look a little bit different, but I'm sure you're all the same when it gets down to it.
Well, we're all little, I guess, but if you could tell me where your friends are gone, maybe I can get them to come and help you.
Good idea. Why, for such a small creature, you have such a big brain.
The mistress is so kind.
Well, my friends, you see, they set off this glorious fire, not only to cause as much destruction as they could, but also to distract them as they stole some form of transport. They aimed to go across the lake where, well, without a boat, they assumed they could not be followed.
I look over at that pink.
Lake's a dangerous place.
Oh, exactly. Which is
Jesus Christ.
Here are a few nearby popular ones.
What?
It's the voice of God.
God.
Deception.
What could Alexa could have possibly heard that sounded like her name? I need to not have this thing in my room.
Yes, indeed, the lake is very dangerous. At least we've heard, but you'd know far more than us, I'm sure. You clever little thing.
Question. Is she restrained right now?
She is tied, yes. Her legs and her arms are bound to this post.
Okay. So that's considered incapacitated, would you say?
Yes, I would say so.
All right.
I would say so.
So, the dwarf sitting next to her slouches and falls to the ground. His lifeless corpse lies there, and you see on top of it crawling next to its head is what appears to be a brain with legs. She sees this, and she sees it crawl up against her. And I'd get to make an intelligence check against her.
Can I aid
Roll it
that?
for me.
Can I help?
I'd
with
say
that?
so. She's very distracted by your smallness.
Actually-
so I'd say.
I'm just gonna use a nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you will have that
Yes.
Perfect. So
And
just want to
so-
describe to me how you do what you are doing currently
This-
with our good friend.
This fleshy pink brain crawls along and up her arm. I imagine she looks at it terrified, but it crawls up right up to her ear, and just starts to just kind of squeeze in a little bit, and then in a flash, it's inside, and her eyes glaze over, head goes down, looks up. All right, Nibbles, let's go.
And now we have an elf.
That's why you
master
never
is-
trust a dwarf.
The master is so very, very cool. I'll drop down to one knee and I put my head on the ground. Do you wish me to free the master?
That would be lovely, thank you.
What's it worth?
Oh,
I mean,
Balls.
nothing. I'm sorry, master. I'll just start attacking it with the mace. I'll just like start trying to cut the thing down.
Nibbles is the true evil person. She's the only evil one.
All right, now I don't have a character sheet for this person, but whatever.
Use your dwarf
Writing
one,
one on
but
the fly.
it's
This
you
is
know,
a problem
it's the other
with the intellect devourer.
one. Yeah. You can check my intellect if you wish.
As all of this is going on, me and Brennan are making every effort to keep the guards looking at us. Like, no, look here. Ignore that.
They're like blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Such a good thing that we have 2 guards now. So we now have a very dead dwarf and a very alive elf who is now freed,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
and we have 2 guards in the doorway speaking
Uh.
with our good friends.
Well, I suppose Nibbles and I would try and sneak up behind them and actually, can I get what kind of magic or weapons might this elf have?
You
Or
can
a
tell
class.
as you take over this elven body, you sense that there is deep magic within this form. You feel like it's perhaps a wizard of some description.
Nice. All right. Also, as I take over their body, I get to know everything that they knew in life.
Ooh.
So if that could tell me a
Well,
little
she
bit more
grew
about
up with this family and it was really nice, and she went to the library lots, and she wasn't very well liked in school, but she
What a
got
nerd.
over it, and
gets out of the nerd.
she really likes books, and she absolutely loves creme brulee.
Is there
Long
anything?
walks in the Underdark.
Is there anything else about this heirloom or about the plans that she didn't say?
You know, based on this person's memory, not only that the party itself consists of, apart from her, 2 humans and a dwarf, but that one of the humans, the leader of this, was wearing the necklace.
Okay.
And you know as well that indeed they did head off towards the lake after stealing a sort of boat from this settlement that they
Okay.
would have used to cross back and forth.
Cool. These are both drow guards here, so sleep wouldn't work on them if I had that spell, which I don't know if I do.
It's like a lucky dip to see what you have.
Yeah. Nibbles, how do we want to take out these guards?
Do you have a weapon? No.
Are
you good with the quarter staff? I have a quarter staff you could borrow, and then I could blap one of them on the head with my mace.
Sure, head blapping works.
Is it a gnomish-sized quarterstaff?
It's a very small.
So it's
It's like a
stick.
16th. It's a 16th staff at that point.
It's a
I
twiglet.
Well, I could make them turn around and then path one in the face, or you could bat one on the back of the head. I mean, it is the master's decision. You are but the brain.
Well, let's try. Let's try and sneak up behind them and do some whacking.
Give me an
Nibbles
attack
does
roll.
like the over the top sneaking.
Is this?
Give me an attack roll at advantage because they would be surprised. They aren't looking. They aren't expecting you to be doing any of these wonderful things that you're doing.
I am going to use one
wow.
of my inspirations on this roll because I feel I might need it.
I'm going to also
yeah.
interject when they do
Yes,
this.
your
I'm
inspiration
going-
from dice rolling, Mama.
Nice.
17.
So I have. I mean, I'll roll a d20. I don't know what kind of modifiers this chick has.
Are you
you're-
using the staff two-handed or one-handed?
Two-handed.
That's a D8.
Okay.
I was also going to interject that when they're doing this, and I see them doing this, I'm going to assist and I'm going to stab one of them.
It's all kicking off. Okay, everybody, make me attack rolls. It's very exciting.
My damage
Oh,
is
boy.
-2, but I'm informed that minimum you can damage is 1. So
So you at least do one.
I do at least 1 damage.
That's
You
incredible.
helped.
It's a cudgel of healing.
Nice.
That nat 20
Nice.
without using it.
Hot damn.
Nice.
Okay. So are you all attacking? There's two of them. Are you all attacking the same one, or are you attacking? Which ones are you attacking?
The one on my left.
Doesn't answer her question, but yes.
The same. I attacked
I don't
the
know
same
what
one
it is.
Nibbles did,
Okay.
and because they're flanking and stuff. Do I get sneak attack damage on this or?
Yes, you would.
Yeah. Okay.
I distract for the master. The master does the true damage.
So as you like stab your dagger into this person, as they are taken by surprise from a very small mace around the back of their head, he goes down to one knee. He is still alive, but just barely, and he clutches at his chest, makes a guttural as you attack him. His friend next to him, who did anybody attack?
Yeah,
His-
I
I'm
did
going-
for 7.
His buddy.
I'm going to as well. I'm going to let loose an eldritch blast in this guy's face.
Nice.
And actually, I'd quite like to just use my nat 20.
Nice.
You can do so.
Roll that
Okay.
Crit damage.
Crap, I have no idea what I'm doing.
You're doing that.
So he's already taken quite a beating from the quarterstaff to his back, but your Eldritch Blast just eviscerates his head. It's just gone, clean off. Bye bye. You see his skin is kind of like sizzling and fizzing, and you see the scent of burnt flesh in the air as his body just collapses, lifeless to the ground.
And that's how it's done.
Is there still one up or is that?
There's still one. He is very badly wounded. And he is hunched over on the ground.
I'm gonna stab him again. Okay.
There it is. Give him a stab.
Oh,
Right.
right.
By the power of the
No.
master,
He's on the ground.
I'm gonna set him on fire.
Is that flanking?
Screw it.
We
He's
are
on the ground.
flanking.
We are flanking.
You are
yeah.
flanking. That is
So
true.
I
So it's a
would
nat
get
20.
advantage.
So that's.
So I got nothing. Nat 20.
It's not nat 20 for flanking. Oh no, because advantage. Yeah, of course it would be.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then
He goes down. Keep
Well, I don't
going.
even need
He's
to
out.
roll sneak attack.
Don't even need to roll damage. He is out. With another guttural, he'll just cough up a river of blood and then just collapse down face first into it.
All right,
I'm gonna
boys.
stuff
Tincturel
the
here.
bodies in a corner.
Tincturel here. Or what is this form's name again?
You'd know that form's name to be Aladril.
Aladril now. Good to see you.
Likewise.
The master crawled from the smaller tall one to the really tall one with the form of a brain through the ear. It was intense.
So where would you like to go from here? You have 2 dead drow guards, 1 dead, formerly sort of possessed dwarf, and you have a town full of burning buildings, and the knowledge that these people who you're after went to the lake.
I assume the drow have weapons.
They do. They do have
Okay.
scimitars strapped to their waists.
I'll take one of those.
Perhaps we could make it look as if they have killed one another. So they will not search for us.
You know what? Can I give my nat 20 to Nibbles? Like,
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay.
You guys got a good bond going. You share everything.
Nibbles, you get my nat 20 because you're just wow.
Master, perhaps you should help
Move these things, and I try and take one of their feet and drag them, but I have a strength
assist
of
and
minus 3.
I drag the bodies into whatever position.
I mean, Jesse, I want to see what I would have gone. Try and actually move these.
Just
Well,
maybe
there we
make
go.
Wow.
So not at all.
Yep.
You managed to move one of their hands from like here to like here, and that's about as far as you get.
The dramatic pose.
He's like, oh.
Maybe actually just forget the bodies. We should leave. The rest of the town is busy with the fire. By the time anyone comes to check on this building and these 2 guards, we'll be gone. They can think whatever they like. We have to get to the lake. So let's return to Sokonesh and our captor and move.
Yes, let's. And remember these people who have come down here, the 2 humans and a dwarf that are left. They said that there's something magical about that heirloom that we were guarding. There was rather powerful magic. So she seems to have believed that makes the wearer invincible or incredibly powerful at the very least. So look out for the one wearing the thing we were supposed to be guarding.
Is it a necklace or something?
It's a necklace, yeah.
Okay, all right.
And as you head back through the town, Aladril, could you please make me a stealth check? Because you are an escaped prisoner currently. Walking through the town which you burnt.
Let's
lady
cover
should
them with a
raise-
blanket.
The lady should raise her hood. Look at
Yeah.
the gardens.
So you can give me a roll, and I'd let you guys assist if you'd like, to
I'm
try
gonna
and
give you one
ferry
before-
her away.
Because we kind of should be in the middle of all of this sort of thing. So yeah.
Let's see that stealth.
Who's rolling stealth?
You.
You are.
Me?
Yeah.
I have no. What is my stealth as this wizard? I'll roll it as the brain. Sure,
Nice.
Wow.
There you go.
Nice.
brain is sneaky.
You are. Yeah. You can get through the town very much undiscovered with your hood up, and kind of hidden as well in the middle of this kind of circular form of your companions, and you can get back to Sorkanish with no real issue. The town is very much still distracted by the billowing plumes of smoke that seem to just engulf the area.
And so the second that they come within the eyesight of Sokonesh, the bow comes out and the arrow is trained
Oh, no.
on that elf that he has no idea who that is. And he just
No. No. So
Well,
it's okay. This is Pink Draw.
No.
This is the brain
No,
thing
yes,
that was the door.
it's Pinctral. Well, it's Elendril now, but yes. You didn't really think that there was a dwarven paladin working with you, did you?
Yes.
This is calm as
I
a
don't know why I
huge-
expected anything different.
As a
This
side
is-
note, have you been eating the prisoner?
Not much.
Not much.
There may be small puncture wounds in the webbing where if she started moving at all, Sokenish was just kind of issuing just enough poison to keep her at 0 hit points, but not kill her. So she remains unconscious.
She's probably not gonna last.
So Knish, that I'm telling you, this is Pink Droll. We don't have time for this. Pink Droll is a brain and now has a new body. We have to go to the lake right now. We have to move, or all our lives are forfeit.
Lake. I don't like water.
Nope.
You can crawl along the ceiling if you like.
Can't swim.
I didn't bring my suit either. We have to go.
And the bow and the arrow go back into their places, and just very now nervous and even more fidgety than normal.
Nervous eating a leg. And DM, we're moving. We're going.
Okay, so you head up to the Lake Falmir, which runs through the Underdark, and you know this lake to be very dangerous if you were to go inside. Even though you are creatures of the Underdark, the creatures that live inside this lake won't necessarily see you as allies or friends. In fact, quite the opposite. So how would you like to cross this lake, knowing that the other party had managed to do so?
Or a boat?
Yeah, well, do I know of a boat around?
You would know that with your knowledge of the party stealing the first boat from your good new host, Aladril, there was not necessarily there's one boat which the party used and it was in great condition. The second boat was a lot smaller and had a few hull damages, but you think perhaps might suit to the journey. It would be a bit of a risk.
Well, there's that. Well, actually, I think this wizard might have a bit of ice magic. Could, up her sleeve, could just try and freeze a bit.
You can give it a go. Do you want to freeze the entire lake? Or just one bit?
No,
Because
just a pair.
they're very
pair.
different things.
Just a pair. Just cast some ray of frost on the ground.
You can give that a go for me, 100%. Give it a go.
Okay.
Attack the
Hold
water.
on.
Attack the water, Speedy. Come on.
Come on, I need to know what the AC of water is.
Is the water aware of us?
Christopher Perkins, please, I need the AC of water.
Is this a sneak attack or?
It's 16. He's got back to me. It's 16. We're okay.
Okay, I'll roll a d20. I don't know what the modifier is because nothing makes any sense anymore. No.
So you freeze your feet.
You accidentally spit out fire instead and just heat up the water around you. You make a nice hot spring.
Still getting used to this body, I
I
suppose.
was just gonna say, first time, new body, sorry.
It's my second nat one tonight.
You're doing really well. I'm very proud of you.
All
Perhaps
right.
we can fix the holes in the boat? I mean, you have webs, is that potentially waterproof? Could you...
Not to be confused with the Transformers noise, which is
Possible. I doubt it.
Well,
I'm only a little thing. I don't take up much weight, so Well, only taking the weight of 3, and now that you're an elf, you're much lighter and lighter than you were before.
True.
Can I look around and see if is it just a lake, or is it is there no other way across?
You can give me a perception to see if you can see a path that runs on the alongside of this lake.
12?
On a 12, the lake seems to stretch out really quite far. You think that perhaps a long distance from you, if you kept on walking, you might be able to reach the edge of the lake and face up that way. But within your sight, you can't really see anything.
So not feasible. Okay.
Well, I mean, the boat could carry just perhaps Nibbles and I. We might not draw too much attention.
I cannot leave the master, sir.
You've got a fox and a goose and some grain.
If anything, I would say I would probably be one of the ones to go, since I'm sort of stealthy.
That's
Let me make this clear. We are not parting ways. We are not splitting up. If we are going after them, we're going after them together. I am not having anyone do a runner.
I don't like the manner in which you paint my master, sir. He would never run from such an ordeal.
Oh, Nibbles, you're
I hush Nibbles.
She looks down a little sadly.
Oh. I give her another biscuit.
I don't take the biscuit. You insulted my master.
How far across is the lake?
How far does the lake stretch? Do you mean
Yeah.
You can't see. It stretches beyond the eye.
We have to plug this boat. We have to fix the boat. How do we fix this boat?
Is there any scraps of wood or anything lying around that we could maybe use the sticky gossamer to put on the boat?
You'd definitely be able to find some, 100%, especially with the town currently falling apart around you. You can find scraps of anything anywhere. Okay,
well, what I think we should do then is not use the webbing to fill the holes, but to use the webbing to as glue or tape.
As an adhesive, yeah.
Yeah. And then fill the holes with actual material, and then yeah.
That is why you are the true master here, sir.
That's my way of agreeing, by the way.
I assumed. Well, I look around for some planks of wood or scraps, however many that we would possibly need.
I'll go out and have a look as well. Not that I can carry much, but I can at least find, I guess.
I'll remove my coat as well and take one of my daggers to it and start cutting it into strips and patches, something that we could then perhaps put in the hole, wedge the piece of wood through, and then web the whole thing.
Very nice, yeah. And between you two as well, you can definitely find more than enough scraps and supplies to fill this boat with.
Okay, let's set sail.
Let's set off on our DIY Pinterest boat.
Is there a chance that I can stand? Is there a chance that I can stand on the front of the boat?
100%. Do it.
Just the figurehead. Just.
Yeah. I respectfully request that you web my feet in place so I don't fall into the waters.
I'm flying, Jack.
Oh.
I'm flying, master.
I do not become Jack. Unfortunately.
That would be most inappropriate, sir. I'm but a humble servant.
Yeah.
And I assume that the boat is big enough for all of us, DM?
Yes, the boat is big enough for all of you.
Okay, we're not stacked tall like pancakes.
Riders are pretty big, but Sokenish is withered, so he's smaller than a normal dog.
And I'm standing on the front of the boat, so I'm not taking up any room.
You don't take that much of room anyway.
Once we're all in the boat, I join Nibbles at the front and get a selfie.
It's like a piece of wood. You're just like, hey, look at this.
It's just a piece of wood, yeah.
Perfect.
I'm a warlock. I'm a little crazy.
To you, it's a state-of-the-art new technology.
Right.
Nibbles has if you're taking that picture, Nibbles has the most confused face of anyone ever. It's like you've just photobombed someone who's confused.
It's fine, Nibbles. I'll take this to an Underdark pharmacy and get this developed. It's fine.
I mean,
I'll make sure you'll all get copies.
You know what? I want one.
And then with one leg up on the prow. Wait, we need oars. How do we move?
Can we find oars?
Or like pieces of wood.
Or just like pieces of wood to use as oars?
Or just
everyone paddle.
You know how thin spider legs are? But I could pull the woman off my back and put her head in the water and just paddle. No, I won't do that.
Wait, we have a wizard now. What does the wizard have any spells for this? Like,
I don't know that any spells do that.
I mean, there's certain
we
spells
could
like
just row.
Thunder Wave or something that creates like force.
Would that?
Well,
that will get us so far, like 15 foot.
It's given that our new wizard just tried to freeze the lake and basically boiled it. I'm not very keen.
Okay, you have a point.
Thunder Wave shatter the boat out from under us.
Okay. I
Could
retract that
floating
comment.
disc do this? Maybe we didn't even need a boat. Floating disc could probably. Well, it's only 3 feet in diameter.
Get a little bit stack.
Could floating disc be used to push us?
Yeah, that's the question.
Oh yeah.
Because it moves, right?
No, I don't think it can.
Let's pretend it can.
This is a game of the imagination.
Give me a roll, and we'll see.
It says if I move more than 20 feet away from it, it will move towards me.
Ooh.
So if this boat is 20 feet long and I'm standing at the front of it and it is at the back.
Or you just swim ahead of us.
You can command it to move, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Can I?
Yeah, I'm pretty
sure you can.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Let's see that roll.
I don't know what to roll for that. I don't know if there is a roll for it.
No idea.
I'm just gonna
roll a 20.
D20, 18. Sure.
Hey.
18. Perfect. There you go. So after the blunder of you kind of boiling the lake around you in an attempt to freeze it, you put all of your energy into proving yourself in this one moment, and you put your hands out, and this disc, it forms in the lake just behind the boat, and it starts to creep towards you, slowly picking up speed as it does so, and it seems to push the boat along.
Excellent.
Whee!
As we approach the other side of the lake, if we can do that safely. I don't know.
Hope so.
You start heading across the lake, and you do see, looking down into the lake itself, there are a few creatures that you definitely don't want to be in the lake with, that seem to peer up at you before moving along, seeming to find that your boat is a bit too big for them to take on. But definitely making the right choice.
Too well repaired.
Definitely.
Do I know like where on the other side of the lake they would have made camp or whatever, and like if there is a direction that or like a location I could land that they wouldn't be able to see us?
Well, you, with your previous knowledge, having taken over this elf, would know that party was headed for a very specific cave system, which can be accessed by pretty much going straight ahead through the lake.
Okay.
So you're looking for a place to moor in without them seeing us, but us still be able to get on land or whatever?
Yeah. Oh, it sounds like they probably went deeper into a cave system anyways, but yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And as we are traveling, what we'll do is we'll have a quick little fun travel mechanic in. So if somebody could say to me, Volonda, for example, what would we going on this boat, going through this Underdark lake with creatures in the water, and knowing that there is a human party that you are hoping to see on the other end, what happens whilst you are travelling? Perhaps what do you do? What creature emerges?
Oh man. We have mer people. Mer people live in this lake.
Mer people? Yeah, we have mer people. This is
Alright.
a mer person lake.
Let's have a bunch of mer people turn up.
Bunch of mer people turn up.
All right.
Those
How
are a
wide
thing
is
in the
this lake?
Underdark, right?
They are now.
They are now.
How wide is the boat? That's what I meant to ask.
The boat is, I'm trying to think about it in feet because that's what D&D is, and I don't really know that. I'm going to say about 20 feet wide.
Wide or long?
Long, so 20 feet long.
Okay, so how wide is the boat?
About 10 feet.
All right. So in that case, yeah. So Kenneth has got his legs spread out as far as he can to try to keep himself stable because he is freaking out. He's not like water at all.
He's gone full B.A. Baracus.
Yeah. You knocked him out before taking him
Oh, so much love for that reference.
That's a nice reference. I forgot about that.
That's a good call.
So as we cross this lake, if you'd like to all make me Constitution saving throws, please.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
boy.
no.
So you start to hear this
no.
very beautiful, lucrative song coming from somewhere within the depths of the lake.
Well, you guys are bad at Constitution saves.
Oh,
Remember, you guys all have inspirations to use still,
I'm gonna
and
use that
some of you
one.
have nat 20s.
That is true.
I'm gonna use a D4 inspiration.
Okay.
It makes it
How-
a 10.
How do I
It's a
do?
good effort.
I'm sorry, guys. How do I do a Constitution saving throw? Oh, never mind. I just worked it out. Oh, never mind. I'm going to use one of my 1d4s.
And I'm going to use my nat 20.
Perfect.
Nope.
Nibbles, you also have my net 20.
Yeah, but I'm thinking it might be funnier if one of us fails.
Oh, I don't want to lose Nibbles so early. Come on.
Yeah, on that request, at the behest of my master, I shall roll a d4. No, I'll roll a nat 20 so I don't fail.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think
Nibbles
I,
is the life of the party.
I am the healer.
Well, that too.
the only person to fail is Brennan, unfortunately.
I figured.
As we are going across this lake, you do start to hear this. It's so beautiful. It's like liquid gold to your ears. You've never heard anything like it, and it seems to pull you towards the lake. And as you approach the edge of the boat, you look over and you see the most beautiful figure you've ever seen in your entire life, and it's staring up at you, these big large eyes, as it sings out and beckons you forward lovingly.
DM, are we aware of Brennan approaching the edge of the boat?
You can see him approaching the edge,
We
and
restrain
you hear the song as well.
Okay, we restrain him.
Make me a strength check.
Oh,
See.
crap.
Would I be trying to go into the water at this point?
You with a constitution, yeah, you would be. But you're very much pulled towards the sound.
No, master! Nice.
But it
Oh.
doesn't matter.
Yes.
You start to crawl out, and these two hands just come and bear hug around you and just pull you back onto the boat.
No, back.
Oh.
And you hear the song. You hear the song fade and cut out, and it is replaced with the most horrific screech that you've ever heard. It's ungodly. It's as otherworldly as it rips through the throat of this creature that you once saw so illustrious and so beautiful. And these sharp teeth seem to sprout out of its mouth. Its eyes roll to the back of its head, and it starts to crawl its way towards the boat. And you see more of these figures popping up around the boat around you, and they start to circle you in. And I'd like everybody to roll initiative for me.
Boil the water now.
I'm at Nibbles.
Oh,
Pull up my wizard spell list again.
oh, Nibbles.
Beautiful.
Nat 1 on initiative.
Nat 1.
So you're going next round.
Practically.
I consider myself. I'm busy trying to cut the webbing around my feet so I don't fall off the front of the boat. So that's just why. This is why I'm so late. Yeah, that's why I'm so late to play.
Okay.
You're just like, hang on, guys, I'll be right there.
Just wait a minute, Master. God damn it.
So, Brennan, you are the first to go, and as the song has stopped, you are no longer under the lull of this song.
Okay.
You snap
So-
back to yourself.
So I see them circling, right?
Yes, 4 of
Okay.
them.
Well, what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to pull out my hand crossbow and shoot at one of them.
Give me an attack roll.
The closest one, I guess, if there is a closest.
There's one that seems to be inching its way closer.
Nice.
Pretty, you
It's not
definitely
bad.
hit.
I recommend taking the 22.
Well, I mean, I could take the 22, or I could take
Oh, the 22.
Mm.
So much choice. I really don't know how you're going to decide. Yeah, with an 8, you pull your bow back and the arrow
And
goes
crossbow.
off, and it's your crossbow. It goes, slices off, and it digs its way into her shoulder, which is exposed from the water. And she reaches back, and she definitely seems wounded. The like a bluish blood seems to trickle down her arm, but she continues approaching.
Well, that's my turn.
And on that, it is her go, and she gets closer and closer towards the boat. Her clawed, webbed hands creep out of the water and start digging its way into the boat, and she starts to try and scale it, and she's gonna see how well she can scale that boat. She managed to get quite a good hold. Your boat not necessarily being too high up of the water. She manages to haul herself most of the way on, and with the rest of the moon, who is closest to the edge of the boat by here?
I'm literally right on the front of the boat, so I don't know which edge you're talking about.
She's on one of these sides.
Yeah, not me then.
I was pulled away from the edge.
Yeah.
So would I be near the edge then, or?
Yes, you and both Blair would have been next to the edge. So she'll take an attack against you, Willis. And notice this is the same one that was singing to you before, and she is going to swipe at you with her elongated claws. Does a 15?
I have 15 armor class.
There we go.
Do you have any more inspiration? Can you add that to that?
Can't add it to armor class.
So you'd like to take 6 damage for me as her elongated claw, it just rips into your arm and just slices through.
Okay.
And there, it's the one of the other one's turn, and she attempts the same, coming up closer and closer towards the boat. And she'll also try and get onto this boat. And doesn't make it. She slides back down into the water. And on that fail, that's the end of her turn. The third one also makes an attempt to get up. And also doesn't make it. And the fourth, they're not doing very well. And the fourth one continues circling around. So from there, I do believe it is Suckanish, it's your turn.
Dead center in the middle of the boat, not getting anywhere near that water. But the bow comes out and he takes a shot at the first one that Brennan just shot.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to give me a attacker roll?
No.
No. Okay then, that's fine.
You didn't.
Natural one.
That's what you get. Comply
That is
or
karma.
fail.
Natural one.
Well, a natural one, your arrow fizzes into the water beside her with a soft plunk. It disappears below the depths.
That's what I
Never
get.
to be seen
I'm
again.
scared of the water.
You're attacking the water.
Well,
the AC is 4 and you hit
it
it.
looked at me weird, you know.
And I'm losing track of initiative here. Oh, there's so many rolls. So many rolls. No, I believe it's your turn from here.
Do we not have an initiative tracker?
No, we don't have one up now.
Oh, okay.
You have to have icons for that, and we just don't.
Oh.
So wait, who's up? Me?
Leia, it's your go.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. So we have one climbing over the side of the boat.
Yes.
I'm going to try and pick that one with a Eldritch Blast.
Kill it.
Ooh.
She goes down. You summon that power again, the same one that you did to show everybody who was boss before, and it hits her right in the chest. She's like, and slumps back into the water with a loud splash, and you see her form disappear.
I spit after her in disgust.
You just hear a "fuck you." She goes further and further.
And
Speedy.
that's all I'm going to
sorry.
do.
Yeah, your turn. Speedy, it's your go.
Okay.
I'll spend my movement doing circles.
I'm going to cast Minor Illusion in the water, kind of off in the distance, and basically make the sounds of someone splashing wildly and saying, "Help! Help!"
Roll me deception to see how well that goes for you.
Oh, that's clever.
And
A 10. A 10 is enough to draw the attention of two of them away as you see them disappear under the water and head towards the sound.
Remains for now.
One remains. And she is right next to the edge of the boat. And top of the round, I do believe I've lost it again. Brennan, top of the round, it's you.
or is it Nibbles bottom of the round? Did Nibbles go?
That is true.
Yeah, it's Nibbles.
Yes,
Oh,
sorry,
forget about
Nibbles.
Nibbles.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
How could I possibly?
How? But
Too small.
I'm only little and it's easy to oversee me. Right, okay. So there's one dude left, one mer person left, right?
Yes.
Hanging over the boat.
Just on the side of it. She hasn't quite gotten up yet.
And was she the one that attacked the master?
The one that attacked the master is dead.
Oh, okay. Okay, fair enough. I
was
turn
hit,
around,
though.
I look at this, and it's like, by the power of my masters! And I'm going to hit it with Sacred Flame. And hope for the best.
Nice.
Oh, there you go. You have to do a deck save.
I will do so. Gladly. Oh, that's not the command.
No.
Does a 19 work for you? Is that right?
No, but I'm going to cast him. Damn it! Master be shielded! And I'll give him Shield of Faith. My bonus action. So you get an extra 2 to your AC.
Beautiful.
Would it
And,
that last time? But...
Unfortunately, I was the bottom of the round and not the top.
Better late than never, I suppose.
Yep.
And are you going to be doing any movements of your turn?
Probably trying to detach the webs from my feet.
You managed
Other
to,
than
with that time. You managed to kind of like tear at them enough that you can get away.
Awesome.
And top of the round, Brennan. What are you up to? What's going on?
I mean, I'm gonna shoot it with my crossbow, hand crossbow. Just see what happens, I guess.
See that roll. On a 14, you hit, and with a 6, it seems to pierce near her jugular. Not near enough to cause fatal damage, but definitely enough to splurt out more of this bluish blood as she falls further back into the water, dipping down for a moment, but then resurfacing. You can't quite tell the emotion in her eyes because they have rolled back, but the aura she seems to be exuding is definitely one that's very menacing and very not pleased with you right now.
I don't want her to be.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you're not pleased. And with that, she is going to attempt to get back up onto this boat. And she's going to be able to claw her way just up towards it. And she's going to make another attack at you because you are still the closest one to her. Oh, that's also not the roll. Here we go. There's an 18.
Yep. Because right now it's 17.
Oh, I'm sorry, Master. I failed you.
Ah,
So close. You're so close, yet also so far. There you go. So you take 7 damage as again this elongated claw seems to reach out at you. It seems to try and grab you by the wrist and pull you in, but it doesn't quite manage to. But it does manage to sink its claws into your flesh.
I'm hurting.
And with that, Spookish, I believe it's your turn.
Okay. Well then, seeing this, am I close enough? Yeah, because the boat's not that wide. Close enough to kind of reach out a leg and lay it on Brennan and cast Cure Wounds.
You can do so. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And so you shall have
5.
yes 5 points.
5
Yay,
glorious hit points.
I'm less messed up now.
This isn't so bad.
I feel better, but not. You know,
I'm working on it.
I appreciate it. I didn't mean anything by it.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, so Kenish is still afraid to move, so it's just staying right there. But he's got the bow ready, and just in case that bit of seafood, because he is still kind of hungry. Just in case she manages to get up on the thing, he's ready to move for the long sword if he has to go to melee.
Cool. And that Lair, it's your turn.
Okay. DM, remind me who I have eyes on.
In the water.
Yeah. How many are
The
there?
current there is technically 3. 2 of them are very distracted trying to find the source of a noise that distracts them quite far away. The other one is currently gripping on to your friend.
Oh, Eldritch Blast has been working out really well, so I'm going to do that again.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
3rd time's a charm. And I'm actually, before you say whether that hits or not, I'm going to add my last 1d4.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure. Come on. Okay, so that makes it a 15.
That hits.
Okay.
And with a 6, she takes it and she falls back off the boat. So she's splashed back into the water. She does still seem to be alive, but she is definitely struggling to keep her head afloat.
Okay.
And Speedy, it is your go. Unless there's anything else you want to do with your turn?
I'm other than me to get closer to Brennan and help him back onto his feet after that.
Thank you.
I'm going to cast Ray of Frost. And I swear I'm going to get the hang of it this time, guys.
This time it's a fire.
Nope.
7.
It disintegrates in your hand.
This time there's no fire, but it's more like a soft snowfall that seems to just trickle down. It's quite
It
beautiful.
was cold, I told you.
Should have stayed
I
with
am
the dwarf.
making
my man.
progress.
No,
Okay.
this is good. This is
I
good.
am
This
making
is
progress.
All right.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No. Shame.
Nibbles, what would you like to do?
How
Go for
messed
it,
up is the
Nibbles.
master looking, man?
How messed up are you looking?
About half messed up.
I'm now I've cut my feet through. He's like, Master, no! I'll go over and give him grab hold of his leg and just give him a big bear hug, just around one leg. Please don't die, Master! And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on you.
Yay.
If I remember to put the number in. All right. This is +1 because I'm a healer thingy. 11.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So you're looking good. Starting to look good. Things are on the up.
I'm back to full.
I'm just going to keep
Perfect.
holding onto your leg, sobbing.
I reach down and gently pat your head and reassure you that everything's okay now.
It's like that scene from Tangled where the tears have healing qualities. He was crying health
Yeah,
into him.
basically.
Yeah, that's what's happening. I'm still I'm gripped onto your leg. Where you move, she moves.
So top of the round, Brennan, you have a crying Snurflibin deep gnome attached to your lower leg. And you have a dying mer person in the water below you.
I'm just. Can I hold my initiative? Just see what happens later.
Yeah, certainly.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Cool.
Kind of reassure Nibbles a little. That, I'm okay.
So with her turn, knowing that things are definitely looking dire for her, she's going to attempt to make an attack at the boat itself to see if she can damage the hull.
Oh no.
And with a 16, she manages. Her claws get into one of the areas where you previously webbed up, and she prizes it away. It's not a massive damage to the boat, but it certainly is not good for you. And that's going to be the end of her turn. Meaning that's Sokonesh, it's your go.
I see her.
You can see her. She's bobbing in and out a little bit. She struggles to keep up, but you can see her.
All right, Hunter's Mark. And then I'm going to shoot her again. I can't remember what Hunter's Mark does with the thing, though.
1d6 damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
And she's been damaged.
Correct.
Okay, so since I have Colossus Slayer, and she's under her maximum, I get an extra 1d8 on top of that as well.
She is so dead.
So
she is.
If I hit her with this, so 17.
Hey,
Nice.
17 hits.
She's very dead.
So I will get the there's the 6. There's another 1d6 for the Hunter's Mark,
And then 1d8.
so a d6 and a d8. Okay,
So she's dead.
So she's doing great, actually. She's fine. She is
I
dead.
shot the healing arrow, didn't I? Damn it!
Damn it! Why do you have those?
So she takes it, and you just see you barely even see. You can't even hear her gurgles as she just goes down beneath the water, and so a few bubbles arise up to the top, and that is the last you see of her as she sinks to the bottom. You see there is a kind of blue trail of her blood that kind of surfaces almost and then sets back down. And she is
a
no
brief
more.
moment of sadness on Sokenish's face where he's like, wasteful.
Can we see the other two?
You cannot. It looks as if they have gone quite far in their search for the sound, having not been able to find it. They've gone off looking for it. Your boat as well seems to have been taking on water. Not much, but a little bit from where the hole was breached.
I suggest we patch that leg immediately.
I'm hopping on my floating disc just in case.
How big is the hole?
Is it nibble-sized?
That's exactly what I was thinking.
How big is the hole in the hull?
Yes, it's actually perfectly shaped. Like
Must I give myself for allowing you to be being harmed in such a way? Please, I'm just going to go lay across the hole.
it's a perfect fit. It's like it was made for you. It's very impressive.
The master with the rope should seal the holes around me.
I look over at the Drider and give him a very dangerous look.
Is that a yes?
Maybe.
So with the hole seemingly patched for now with Nibbles. If you choose to, you can continue your journey across the lake.
I think we probably
Okay. So heading off through the lake now, with your nibbles boat. It's not long. It's not long before you come across an embankment on the left-hand side, where you do see a shored-up boat, which, Elara, you'd recognise to be the boat that your previous party took on their journey. And you see as well, looking at the embankment itself, there is the burnt-out husk of what looked like it was once a campfire, and also the entrance to this cave system.
It looks like they've been here already. They can't be too far from here now, though. I should head off ahead, and perhaps those of you who are good at sneaking could follow.
Oh, that's not me.
You followed far behind.
I look over at Nibbles and tell her to stay behind
No.
as I go along.
Not like permanently behind. Just stay back behind you.
Stay with the rest of the group.
Yeah.
As I go.
We'll hang back by like 100, 150 yards. We'll be behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, Master, sneaky toes, and I'll give you guidance.
Okay.
So who's up at the
just
front?
nodded and smiled.
We're just like, yes.
It's your
Sure.
I'm giving it to you on dexterity, so D4 for any dex checks.
How cold is the fire?
It is relatively still kind of Luke-ish warm.
Okay. I'll take the lead, I suppose.
I'm gonna stealth behind her and follow like maybe 20 feet, 30 feet behind or so in the shadows.
Would you like me to make me a stealth check just to see how well you can keep to the shadows of this cavern?
I sure would. And I'm going to add that D4. Hey, so
14. Perfect.
So,
okay,
so I can stealth okay.
Yeah, you can stealth damn okay. You can take to the shadows pretty well, and you seem to be relatively sure that people won't be able to see you as you take to the shadows. And this cavern system, it seems to go on for quite some time with winds and twists and turns and jagged pieces of rock that stick out like daggers at you, but relatively quiet and empty. You do see, as you are crossing, you see a few corpses of what were once creatures that called this place home, laying stretched out across the ground, lifeless, completely lifeless. You do see, as you go further and further and deeper down, you see the bodies of a few Juragar there as well, slumped up against the sides, and around them you do notice to be the corpses as well of some Snurfniblin who seem to have stuck up for their masters there. You imagine that there are tracks as well that lead out, very small tracks. You imagine some of them managed to escape. Perhaps they wanted to, perhaps they managed to find a way out. You're not particularly sure. But following the blood trail seems to have stemmed by now. The wound that was caused by that glass seems to have most definitely healed. But this cavern system, you seem to have a pretty good idea of where you're going. Not only does it kind of go in one direction, there are a few kind of cut-off points, but mainly the trail of corpses that this party have left behind pretty much gives you a very clear idea of where this is headed. And as you get closer, Laura, would you like to make me a perception check, please, as you get further and further down into the depths of this cavern?
Sure. Nat 1, that's my third.
Nat 1. You don't seem to see anything. You're looking around, you can't see any particular hint that you're getting any closer, or if you particularly still have quite some way to go. So Brennan, you keep happily walking through, getting a little bit confused, a little bit turned around, like, oh, have I been past this rock before? I'm not particularly sure. Brennan, would you like to give me a perception check? As you see Alara in front of you, kind of just walking around in circles a little bit, getting a little bit confused.
It's better than
it's dark in here.
You're like, wow, there's no light. That's an interesting rock. On
Good to have
13.
better dark vision.
On a 13, and not only do you see Alara ahead of you, kind of just twisting and turning, looking very, very confused and very much lost, you hear the sound of voices as you're getting closer and closer. You can't quite pick out what they're saying, but you can hear the soft murmurs of tones.
I quickly catch up to Alara and like hush her and let her know that I hear voices and stuff up ahead and to be quiet and stuff.
Hey, yes. Hey, you hang back. I'll try and call out to them soon.
Okay.
And I will walk ahead towards the sound of the voices if I can hear them now.
Okay. Yeah, as you get closer, you can definitely start to pick up. And once as well, Brennan mentions it and you give a listen out, you can definitely hear these low murmurs of voices.
Mm-hmm.
And you get closer, and the voices seem to get louder as you do. And you start to pick up a few words here and there, but not so much that you can necessarily make a coherent sentence. And as you cross around the corner, you see the figures that you recognize to be your host's previous friends and companions. The remaining two, one of the humans and the dwarfs, seem to be stood up surrounding the third human who is lying down on the ground.
Can I know their names real quick?
Yes, you know that the dwarf is called Tunin, and the human fighter, one of the human fighter that is standing is called Earth. The other one that's lying down is called Lay.
Okay, and which one is the leader?
Lay, you know to be the leader.
Lay, lying on the ground, is the leader.
Lay is lying.
Okay.
He's having a lay down.
But wow.
Oh, thank goodness, I found you again. What happened? Is Lay okay?
Earth will turn around immediately and be like, Eladril, you're... But how? Now's not the time anyway. Quickly, come see. And she'll beckon you over.
What's going on? Why is Lay on the ground?
You see, as you reach closer, you see Lay. The necklace seems to have burnt its way into his skin, and these black tendrils seem to be creeping along his veins, and just kind of slowly, like vines taking over his skin, and his eyes are like fluttering as if they're beginning to roll back, and he is gasping for breath.
My God, the necklace did this to him?
He's like, he's like, and Earth will say to you, yes, we don't quite know what happened. On the way down, something changed, and he changed, and then this happened, and honestly, we don't know what to do. We've tried to take the necklace off, but it's like it's stuck to him.
That's terrible. What are you going to do?
We don't know. I hope he can shake it off, I suppose. And at that, he'll...
If there's anyone who can do anything about it, it would have to be some of the drow from back in town.
You can't be serious.
I don't
Were
want
you
to
followed?
be, but no, of course not. But if we want to help him, we could try and, I don't know, to capture one of them, get them to help somehow. I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas here.
I suppose that could work. But I really don't know about all this. Trusting the drow. What if they make it worse?
I can make sure they're not lying. You know that I can do that.
Yes. You've been good to us thus far, I suppose. And at that, he'll lean down and kind of get closer to Lay, as if trying to give it one more attempt to take the necklace off. And as he does so, Lay's hand reaches out like quick and grips him by the neck and just starts to throttle him. And you see Earth trying his best to release the hold that Lay has on his neck.
All right, cool. I'm gonna attack the other one.
The dwarf.
Yeah.
I'm gonna rush out and do the exact same thing.
Nice.
They're busy amongst themselves.
Give me an attack roll with advantage because surprise.
Okay, what am I going to attack with is the question.
Weapon. I recommend a weapon.
Why? I know. I'm going to use hideous laughter.
No, ruffle.
As long as it's not Tasha's. Okay.
Needs to make a wisdom saving throw or fall prone.
He will do so gladly. I suppose that would be with disadvantage because of his surprise. Oh, that is not what I went to.
Wow, stunning success.
Wow, that rolled though. Do I also make a roll?
I don't have Eldritch Blast. I'm not a warlock. That a D30?
Look,
Wow.
It's 3 a.m. Okay, don't blame
Hashtag
me.
Prodium.
3 a.m. problems.
There we go. 15, and he's got a disadvantage, so he gets another. Take the lowest. 14. What was your save?
I don't know. What is the spell save DC of this girl that I'm possessing? What is it
Would
for
it
a
be
wizard
your
usually?
intellect?
Yeah, it'd be intellect.
It,
do you have that on your brain? Does your brain have an intellect?
Yeah, he's got an intelligence of 12.
What? Wow. I think that makes your DC like 9 plus 2, so 11.
Oh wait, sorry. The modifier or the number? My modifier is 1.
Yeah, so that makes your DC 11.
Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, you seemed very surprised by that. He's not as smart as you think.
It's a brain.
He is
It's just a brain.
So-
Dumb brain.
There are dumb brains out there. What are you thinking?
Yeah.
I know a few.
Not wrong.
All right.
So
she makes it then.
He manages to stave off your effects.
And as he was doing that, I also was rushing out and shooting the hand crossbow.
Give me that attack roll. That sweet roll.
Oh, damn, son.
Oh,
That's a
damn.
sweet roll.
Is that
That is-
surprise?
That is a definition of a sweet roll, and yes, that is still surprise.
Okay, so then I do sneak attack,
Boy, damn.
Nice.
and
Whoa.
also I have assassinate, which makes any rolls an automatic crit, so that's double.
Oh, describe to me how you want to kill this man in one hit.
Damn, son.
Which direction is he facing?
He is currently not necessarily looking at you. He is facing
Damn.
northwards, looking at his dear friend, who is strangling his other dear friend.
I just want to shoot him in the throat, just like straight through the jugular.
He goes like straight through the side, and he collapses onto Lay.
Okay.
With another. You see spots of blood like a fountain just spraying everywhere, spraying Lay, spraying Earth, spraying up in the air. It sprays a bit of you, Eladril. It's a
Anime
mess.
levels.
It's anime levels. It's just.
Well, I just got this.
You can get
I
a
just
new one.
got this body. Come on, guys.
You go through bodies like
Just let that
What were you saying?
Not suitable for
nothing.
work.
They cut me off at the perfect time.
So yeah, the rest of you will be able to catch up quite quickly as you come into the view. You see a human lying on the ground, strangling another human. You see a dwarf with a lot of blood over him, laying over the human's legs, and you do see your two companions as well.
Do we have eyes on the necklace?
You can see the necklace burnt in to the figure of the man lying on the ground.
Eldritch Blast.
On what?
on the guy wearing the necklace.
lay.
I'm aiming low. I don't want to hit the necklace.
You're aiming low.
Oh.
sadly, you do miss. It's
He is
much as if
prone.
you're
Can
you're
I
aiming low.
Prone is
He is
give him
prone.
one of my inspiration die?
That's
Because I have
true.
like 3 and I haven't used any of them. Can I give him one of mine?
Yeah, you can have that. You also do have advantage. Speedy is right because he is prone currently.
Oh.
That's
Okay,
not
and
Use my
Nibbles, you're
D4.
throwing
Yeah.
me inspiration. Okay, this is where I roll.
Aim even lower, sir.
Mom, sorry.
Oh,
Keep
disadvantage
going
because
down.
of rain at
Oh.
prone.
Oh,
Right.
disadvantage. Oh.
Right, because prone is
Oh.
only advantage up for melee
yeah.
attacks.
Oh, son of a gun! All right.
So that's a 9.
So
then.
that's a
D4.
that's a
It's a
fail.
10.
It's a fail.
Ruh, ruh, ruh.
So your Eldritch Blast, it does hit, but not him. It hits the ground between his legs because you were aiming quite low.
Right.
Apparently.
And so Kenish will the other human who's being choked will hunters mark him and fire an arrow.
Give me that roll. Let's see that sweet roll.
Does that choking
Ooh.
count as damage?
17.
He doesn't seem to be taking damage at the moment, but you
Yeah,
feel like he will soon if it continues. But with a 17, you definitely hit him
And
on
the
that.
D6 for hunter's mark.
Yes.
Yes.
So 7.
7. The force of you firing your arrow at him, swishing through the air, it seems to be able to jolt him back out of the grip of the human that was holding him there. But he takes it to this area just by his shoulder. He like hunches back. He's like, ah! And as he looks back up at you with fire burning in his eyes, still clutching at the arrow wound, he will reach down and he will pick up his rapier. And I'd like everybody to roll me initiative.
Bye.
Wow.
That
A 0.
Wow.
that's lower than
I'm just
Nibbles
gonna
last.
pace.
I have never seen that roll before in my life.
Basically, I'm not gonna go. I just choose
You're-
to.
You've done with your one Eldritch Blast and you're
So
bowing
you're
and
on
leaving.
the next round.
You're like Mike dropping this shit.
See ya.
Oh shit, wrong button, sorry.
Wow.
Yeah, 13.
Okay. So we have 11, a 21, a 0, and a 13. Perfect.
2
Perfect.
13s. Nibbles also got 13.
Ah, yes, 2 13s. Okay. So, Sockenrich, it's your go first. So 21. It's your go first.
Same routine, shooting at him again.
The same guy?
Same guy. Of course, now he's been wounded.
Damage.
true.
So, as long as I hit him with a 17,
Which you do.
all right, then we will add a extra thing, an extra
D6
the D6 for Hunter's Mark,
and
and
then
the
D8.
D8 for Colossus Kill. Those were awesome.
You got 2.
Good job.
I got a 1 and a 1. That's awesome.
You did 7 damage.
That's true. That's true.
That still is enough. So describe to me how you want to take this guy down.
Oh, the arrow just hits him. The fun part comes later when I get to his corpse.
Yes.
Noted. Noted that one down. So yeah, he just completely drops, and on that, it is our good friend Lay's go, and he will use his movement to stand up, and he looks across at you, and you see his eyes. The black veins that were growing on him, they creep into his eyes, and it seems to like ink to splurt in and slowly fill up until his eyes are just pure jet black. Yet he still seems to be able to see just fine. And he looks across at who would be the closest to him right now, with where we all are standing.
Probably me.
Yeah,
His head turns to look at you.
Although, I am his ally still, technically, although I doubt that matters to him, considering he was just...
He was just strangling his other ally.
Fair, continue.
He doesn't seem to care that much. And he will raise up his hand towards you, and I'd like you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
11.
Interesting roll.
Oh, don't say
That's
that.
very interesting.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna add a D4 to that. I've got one of those. You're not like inspiring confidence in me.
Just remember, you're not
Okay, it's a 12.
the elven girl. You're a brain.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Flee now! Dive out the body! Leave it behind!
With a stellar, absolutely stellar 12, things don't seem the same anymore for you. You're looking at these people in front of you and you're realizing, perhaps for the first time, that the party you were with, you don't really recognize. You're not really sure who they are. All you know is that they seem to have weapons pointed towards you, and they seem, perhaps, not like your allies. In fact, they seem quite the opposite.
All right, nice.
And that is all he will do on his turn. So coming after that, popping it back into digits, it is Speed or Nibbles. It's between you two to decide who goes. Who wants to take you?
Speedy, go ahead.
I want to. I am going to immediately seeing that I'm very much outnumbered by all of these enemies. I'm going to cast a mirror image on myself. So I have duplicates of myself, and they mimic all of my actions. Anytime anyone targets me, use a d20 to determine whether I attack one of the targets or me.
Perfect.
How many of these do I make? 3. I have 3 duplicates of myself, so there are now 4 of me around. Suck.
Okay, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, because I'm not sure what else I could do. I don't know what these spells are.
So Nibbles, it is your go.
Nibbles is gonna try and hide behind the master because he's way bigger than her. Pop her head around the side and go, bam, and then make a really big, oversized, comically huge mace appear. I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon.
Perfect.
All right, and with my spiritual weapons, that's my bonus is to cast it, and I will attack big dude by smacking him straight in the face. I'm going to add, before you say whether I've hit him, I'm going to add one of the d4 onto that because I'm not convinced. So that's a 19.
A 19 does hit. And I do want to try to be a not quite a fatal wound, but definitely a substantial wound. I want to try to me how your weapon would do that to this man.
As she bumps her head and goes bam, she moves her hands to one side and the big mace just clips the end of his nose. You hear this crack as the nose flies off the end.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
And then I put my head back behind so I can't be seen.
on a 0, okay, for initiative. This is very much uncharted territory, so I have absolutely no idea. Do you go this time at the end, or do you skip this turn and start next turn?
Round.
The minimum that you can ever roll is 1, even if you modify take you to 0.
That is true.
Or -3 or -4. Your minimum is always 1.
Okay, so with a 1, you should still be able to go that round, but just quite low behind. So it is now your go.
I was so shocked by my Eldritch Blast missing. It takes me a second before I decide to up my game, and I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers on Lay.
Ooh, give me that roll. So, what check do I need to make?
Crap. I need to roll... Oh, I didn't program this one to roll 20 correctly. I assume I roll an attack, and then on a
You
failed
fall-
save.
No, so for Dissonant Whispers, you roll the damage and then it has to save against you.
Oh,
It will
okay
always
then.
take damage. It will always take at least half damage. If it fails with Dissonant Whispers, it takes all the damage and I believe it has to run away from you.
Okay. Does it always hit, or do I have to roll to hit?
You don't have to roll a hit. It's like consider it a bit like an AoE thing because there's
Sweet.
something that can fail. You will
So
take
what
damage.
saving throw do I need to make for our good friend?
It's wisdom.
Okay, and what is your saving throw? Number?
It is spell save is 13.
Cool. He definitely does not make it with a
Nice.
4.
Okay. So 9 damage, and he spends his movement running away.
Perfect.
And that's it. I'm going to hold my ground. I'm not moving.
And hold your ground. So what's the damage on that one was? That was 9.
Was 9. Yep.
9 damage.
Yep.
Okay. So top of the round, Sorkrenish. It's your go. Oh wait.
You skipped me.
Sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Go. It's your go. It's your go. Go. Do it.
I'm gonna run sort of around, not directly towards, but in a way that doesn't put Eladril in between me and this guy who's now starting to run away.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna shoot a hand crossbow at him.
See that roll. See
Are
that
you
hand
running past
crossbow.
me?
No, like around
why
to
I said
the
around.
side. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not going directly towards you. I'm going like around.
Okay. Not
Sort
enough to
of.
be like in range.
Yeah.
On a 14, sadly, your bolt just whizzes past his head.
I was running, and it's fine.
You were, distracted. You've got things on your mind.
I mean,
It's
there's
alright.
now
Excuses,
4
excuses.
beautiful elves instead of 1, so
There's a lot going on currently. There's so much
there
happening.
is.
So now, top of the round. So Greenwich, it's your go.
I have a quick meta question, sorry.
Mhm.
So the spell that's been cast on Speedy, is that a concentration spell? If
It's
so, she, he, or it has to make Constitution saving throws to keep that spell going.
that is correct. Let me just double check to see if it is.
I know they're not particularly high
concentration.
rolls, but we might get lucky. Is what I'm saying.
We're relying on luck.
We always.
I mean, that's what we've been doing this whole time, really, haven't we? Like, I assume it is concentration, so I will do a quick roll.
Yeah, so
Alright.
it should be a kind of. I can't remember if it's all the damage it takes or half the damage. I can't remember.
Yeah, so a 12, is that still good?
So that
Still good?
should save against mine, and then you need to do it for each of the other ones as well.
A 10,
That should save.
a 14.
That's the save. I think it's only 3 times we hit him in the face, right?
Yes. So he seems to be holding up quite well.
Mm-hmm. I want to keep attacking you guys. I haven't even gotten a chance yet. Come on.
So top of the round, so Greenwich, your go.
Say we don't even know that you've been effectively charmed.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've turned to you guys, and I'm looking suspicious, perhaps angry. You can see some magic building in my hands, perhaps, but...
My bonus action, I'll move my hunter's mark to Lay, and I will fire at him with my longbow.
He's taking damage, right?
Oh yeah.
He's taking
Yeah.
damage.
21.
A 21 will hit.
Okay. So that's 3 points of damage plus 1 point of damage plus 2 points of damage. So it's slightly better.
Hey!
So 6.
He did 1 less than last time.
So he'll take the arrow to the back of his leg as he is running away, and he'll stumble a bit in his step and almost fall, but catch himself and continue going. And with that, it's his turn. Unless you want to do any movement or anything else like that.
How far away is he?
He is about 30 feet away from you at this stage.
Okay, he's still within range. I'm fine where I am.
Did you just take an arrow to the knee?
He did. He did just take an arrow to the knee. But he's still an adventurer, so he's going strong.
Damn it.
And he has to make another saving throw.
Yes, that's true.
A 9.
I think that one fails.
I think it does. I think it does. So you.
Damn it!
Nice.
I mean, you can still choose to attack your opponent.
You are evil.
No one's
Evil,
stopping you. On that, you seem to snap back to yourself, and you see you looking around, and you see there are 3 more of you. You're not necessarily remember casting.
Lash out at them. No.
The true enemy. And on that, it's going to be his turn, and he will spend his movement getting as far away as possible. And as he turns around, he will, using his hands, he'll push his hands out in front of him, and he'll start to sort of twist them around, and you hear this crumbling of the walls of the cavern around you, as he seems to be weaving some kind of magic. But it doesn't seem to work. Whatever he's trying to do, it doesn't seem to work. There's a few shifts in the rocky wall faces, and a few rock dust does come and fall and kind of scatter across your shoulders. But based on his expression, definitely not the effect he was hoping to have. And on that will be the end of his turn because he's used to pull his movement. So following on from there, Alara, it is your turn.
I mean, I guess now realizing that these guys are not my enemies, I'm just like, what? Oh, damn it! Not again. I guess I'll turn around to the big bad evil guy or good guy.
I was going to say, it's a little unclear now.
Evil to us.
And I'm going to cast Scorching Ray.
Ooh, very nice, very nice.
Just look up Scorching Ray. I create 3 rays of fire. And I can roll a d20 plus. I'm just gonna go with 3 is probably what my modifier should be. Proficiency and stuff, maybe. 22 to hit.
That hits.
I know I have to do 3 of those. 22, 8.
So 2 of those will
bad.
hit. 2 out of 3. That is pretty good.
2d6 fire damage for each hit. So I turn around with all 4 of my bodies, and you see all of them casting out for a total of math. 12,
a total of math.
12 rays, 4 of which miss.
I like the idea that you have 4 bodies. 3 of them are doing the other one's just doing the movement, not doing anything. He's just making it look like he's part of the group.
Yes.
He's just like, yeah.
I contributed.
But basically,
I'm helping.
you see all these rays of fire blasting out and converging into one to hit him twice, and then 3 of them converge on another one. But
And those rays that do hit him, they do hit him square in the face, and it burns away the majority of his skin, and all that is left is charred, very burnt skin. He definitely does not look okay, I will say that. He is still standing. He's still standing. And as you watch as well, the darkened black veins that seem to encapsulate him, they seem to sink lower, become darker, and spread further.
Kill him now.
Pretty.
You're like, oh, it's so nice.
Cleave off his head, just straight off.
Nibbles, it's your turn.
I'm Well, now that my shield has now that my master has moved away, I'm gonna stand there and then just like half. And the arrow that's lodged in his knee, I'm just gonna take a big golf swing to push the arrow further through.
Clever.
Nice.
21.
21. Yes. Yes, that's a yes. That is a hit.
Nibbles does it like a little dance because the arrow's gone, woo!
And as you do so, that's a 6 damage. He sinks down to one knee, using his other hand to just about hold himself up. He seems to be on his last legs at this stage, but the veins are sinking further and further into his skin. His very burnt, charred skin. And with that, unless you're doing anything else of your turn?
It was my bonus to move it up to him, and it was my attack action to smack him in the knee with it.
Cool.
I think I would probably spend the rest of my move doing a little dance. That's probably about it.
Brennan, it's your turn.
Hey.
I remember this time. Won it.
How far away am I from him?
You're about, at this stage, 20 feet away.
20 feet? Seeing he's pretty messed up, I'm going to pull out a dagger and run towards him and like sort of leap through the air and do like a Troy sort of thing for the neck. Like stick the dagger in the neck.
You want to give me a roll? Give me advantage as well, because he is currently kind of unable to pretty much defend himself where he is.
16?
A 16 will just about hit. Yes. And with a 5 damage, describe to me how you want to kill.
Woo!
Lay.
That's my boss!
Okay, Well, since my blade's going in his neck, normally like it would be a push in, pull out. I'm gonna push in and drag across his throat and just like sort of like sever a lot of his neck and like nearly
Very
headless.
nice. So his head kind of held on only by a few sinews and tendons seems to loll back. You see the bone, you see everything, and he slumps down on the ground. The black ichor that was filling his veins spills out onto the ground around you. And I'd like you all to make me dexterity saving checks, please. As the fire, as the ichor that spreads out on the ground seems to catch flame, and you need to get out of that area before it hurts you.
Oh, yeah, so all of us. That's
Yes.
not
Yeah.
good. That's not good.
Well, unfortunately,
I
wasn't
will
at advantage,
use my
so-
last D4. Use my last
Don't you
D4.
still have a nat 20?
No,
no.
I used it.
No, not me.
I used it.
Um,
Because you didn't want Nibbles to die.
how
on the
long
boat.
does that guidance last, by the way?
It's the first attack.
1 minute, I believe.
It's,
1 minute,
it lasts for a
okay.
minute, but it's the first attack that it happens on. So I have a 13.
So, Alara and Lair, you are going to take a bit of damage, a sad bit of damage, as this very unnatural flame licks up at you and you're unable to step back in time.
And Brennan, right? He got the same thing as me.
Hang on, wait,
I was
that's
trying
not
to
on
be
my
quiet about it.
Do I get away with it too?
Wait. You got a 13, which was
Yeah.
just enough. I can't see Brennan's roll's not coming up on my
It's just
You got
above
it.
It's a
mine.
12. It's a 12.
there you go. You take the damage as well. Sorry, man. Sorry about that. Your
much?
friends, they ratted you out. You
That's
take
alright.
4 points of damage
That's not
Right.
bad.
as this licks up at you.
Not even my body.
Oh, now you don't care about it. Get blood all over it. Oh no! Starts
And
burning.
then, now it's burning. You're like, ah.
That's easy enough to get rid of.
And you do see as well, the black ichor that's the fire created that seems to get onto you, it does seem to itch on you. You may want to deal with that. You may not. Who knows? It's not my life. It's not my choice. So what would you like to do? You do have the dead corpse of Lay. His eyes have returned to a normal colour now, and yet the imprint of the necklace, which is still on him, is still burnt into his chest.
I take my dagger and I start like prying the necklace off him because it's burned. So
It comes off easy.
Oh, never mind then.
I'm going to use a wizard spell since I'm possessing this lady. Identify.
A wizard spell.
A wizard spell.
Wizard.
I want to know its properties. Man, it would have been really great if this chick had used this back when her party was still together. Before her idiot leader just put it on. No one ever listens to Elturel.
Before you roll, I'm gonna Nibbles sees you like looking at this and is like, you must dig deep inside the brain of your like new host and you'll find what you need to find, and I'll give you guidance on intellect or whatever the hell it is you need to use.
I don't know that I need to roll anything for this.
I don't think you do. I think identify magic. Yeah, I don't know. Detect magic is
it's a level. Detect magic is different, so I don't. Let me check it out.
Oh, but it does require a pearl worth at least 100 gold pieces and an owl feather. So I don't think I have.
Who cares? I don't.
She
has
on
these
it, right?
things.
Sure, she had it.
Yeah, she has.
They're in her
them.
hair.
She loves pearls and feathers. They're her favorite thing.
Mm-hmm.
She actually had a feather in her hair, and she had a pearl necklace.
She's very hipster and also posh at the same time.
Which also explains the creme brulee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there we
exactly.
It's all coming together.
So I touch it and I learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement, how many charges, whether any spells are affecting it.
So you touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
I touch it. I touch it.
Interesting.
I touched it.
So as you touch the necklace, it feels really warm and quite nice, actually. It's very homely and very welcoming. And you get the sense, using your kind of magical detection, you get the sense that this necklace isn't just obviously a necklace. It's more than just an artifact that holds magic as well. It seems to be more like a method of a one-way communication method. It seems as if this necklace deeply desires bloodshed. It desires chaos. It thrives off of it. And you start to hear voices, whisperings inside your head. And what is your deepest desire? Just out of question, asking for a friend. What is the intellect devourer's
Asking for a friend.
deepest, darkest desire?
As an intellect devourer, it kind of just has a desire to serve its master, and I guess at its core, just to absorb all the information, to take knowledge from everyone. You know, devour their intellects, if you will.
And so you hear in your head, as you lay your hands upon this necklace, you hear, I can give you what you seek. Knowledge, power. There's so much left to understand in this world, and I can show you all of it.
Can I tell, based on identify, what it'll actually do if I wear it?
You sense that with identify, you can't quite tell exactly the properties of what it will do when you're wearing it, but you do sense that it will give you some kind of increased strength, yet you have a feeling that there will be some consequence. It definitely doesn't seem like a good thing, but perhaps, well, it seems like a good deal perhaps to you, but there seems like there's something else that this will do to you other than giving you what you desire.
You know what? I figure I can take what I want from this thing. I can use its strength, and if I need to, I can leave this body with no repercussions. I will put on the necklace.
I was going to say put it in the spider's webbing.
Can we stop
So-
him from doing this? Can we just like jump on him?
Yeah, can I?
Sorry, her.
Can I see this happening. Can I like snatch it from her?
Yeah, you can all get reactions, and
Yeah.
Okay.
Speedy as well. You can resist whatever comes your way.
I want to jump in at like roughly waist height just to knock her to the floor.
I'm gonna
mate-
attempt to grab
No,
the.
the money!
So you both make me strength checks.
Oh, come on.
How much strength does this elf have?
I was gonna say, what difference would it make given all the stats you rolled? Everything would be a minus.
Only 3 of my stats are negatives,
Oh.
thank you. Only 3.
Come on, Nibbles. Oh,
Hang on, I'll
Damn.
pull up a sheet for you very quickly, Speedy, so we can just quickly see.
It's
It-
beating
it-
us both
he
anyway.
rolled higher than
It's
us.
irrelevant.
Neither of you are able
Well,
to do that, sadly.
presumably we're all going to be like, oh no, going to
It's like, no.
taking the bow, just trying to just whip it around and knock the necklace out of the grasp. So I guess that wouldn't be an
Like an
actual.
attack roll.
Yeah,
I
I'm trying to
believe.
figure out which one I would use. Because I'm not going to get my bonuses for all that stuff. So I'm just going to say roll a 20 and we'll see what happens. Strength, you said, right? So this will be plus
Yes.
20 plus 2. 14.
It's tied with me.
It's tied. Lockdown. Sudden death.
Okay.
So,
well,
In-
we have.
in the case of a tie,
Paper,
what
scissors, rock.
happens?
In the
Well,
case
we
of a
have-
tie, I'm just. I mean, a necklace might have given me some sort of boost of some kind.
We also have one more person who hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah, go on there.
Is everyone just bum rushing me right now?
Yes. We're
I
tasked with getting this back, not you wearing it.
yeah, I'm.
All you
actually
know is
gonna,
I picked it up to identify it.
You're gonna try and put
it over
slowly
Look in your
moving
eyes,
it
okay?
towards my neck.
You're like,
No,
Exactly.
no, you're
I-
you're not allowed to wear this. I fire Ray of Frost. I know that this body is disposable. I know that I'm not hurting you. So I'm gonna attack.
It's kind of you
Ray
to
of Frost?
consider me.
Ooh.
Depends on what her dex is, because I don't think she
I don't
would
know
be
what her
wearing
AC
armor.
is.
her AC would be a higher than a 13
Really? Why?
because of her level. Sadly, sad
Oh.
times.
Sorry.
No.
Oh, also, I still have
Sorry.
there are 4 of me still.
Only one of them. Only one of them
Aren't they?
has a necklace.
Aren't they illusions, or are they like just clones?
They're illusions, and basically, if you try to hit me, then I get to roll a d20 to switch myself out with one of them. And if I roll higher than a 6, then I succeed. And then if you roll higher than its AC, then you can take it out. I don't know.
I would
How
like
many
to
of them have
voluntarily dive into one and go and headbutt a wall. I think that would be hilarious.
And so, with those reactions, sadly, none of you seem to have the strength to be able to stop Alara from what you're doing. So, Alara, are you putting the necklace on?
I'm putting the necklace
Is that
on.
put the necklace on? As the necklace clasps around your neck, you feel it tighten as if it's become, and it sinks in as well, as if it's become part of your flesh itself. And you feel it burning its way into you, imprinting you, but it doesn't necessarily feel painful. That's the weird thing. It feels sort of good. And you hear that voice again in your head, like, yes, excellent. Together, we shall learn all that is to be learned. I just need a few things from you. And as he says that, you feel the blood that was in Alara's system slowly drain out and be replaced with that same black ichor. And the eyes of Alara start to roll back, and that ichor floods into her eyes. And
Can I
And I
attempt to
hit her in the
stab
face with my
her?
mace.
It's a disposable
Go for it.
body. I don't care.
PvP, PvP.
but
Yes!
you did say
Oh my god!
Oh,
Get annihilated.
you did say you wanted to fight the party, Speedy. So you know
So,
it's all working out all right.
So since there's a lot of us around, I also get sneak attack. So that's
Okay. Well, first off, so
19.
I still have my illusions up. So
okay. You're right. You're right. Sorry.
I roll a d20, which I make. So you hit an illusion.
Well, I annihilate an illusion at least.
You annihilate the illusion.
Wow.
on a natural 20,
Because
that is
also that's two natural 20s.
20 natural 20s. That's so-
Technically.
oh my god!
So that 7 and 8 is doubled. So that's a lot of damage.
34.
I was so excited.
34 damage you missed out on, dude.
Well, it's one less clone, I guess.
I'm still fighting the one that I dived through. So the hammer that I went for I think it's just too funny not to. Yeah, the 8 for my spiritual weapon just hits the one that I was trying to fight with.
Is anybody else doing anything?
Oh
Roll
yeah.
Initiative.
Yeah, it's if,
Or
if it's
back in
player
the
versus
previous-
player,
Mhm.
it is time to roll PvP initiative.
Excellent.
What's my modifier for this? I've just been making it up.
You get
2 zeros.
Wow!
Oh
you
my
have-
god.
Speedy, because of the powers the necklace given you, you have a +2 to your initiative.
Wow.
6. Maybe
Cool.
better than 2 of them, I guess, but. Alright.
So, top of the round is Nibbles.
Oh man. Oh man.
Go get him,
Wow.
Nibbles.
Okay, boss. The first thing I do, I need to check something is actions or not actions. Okay. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my bonus to move my weapon to sit next to me, and I'm going to use my my Bane spell to bane the 3 that are remaining. So there were a bunch of illusions that were there, weren't there?
Mhm.
How many illusions were made? There were 4 versions of
4
you,
illusions.
illusions, right?
And then I annihilated one.
Yes, so that means there are only 3 left. There's the real Speedy and the other 2 fake Speedies, right? So I'm going to bane them all and hope for the best. Don't attack the master! And then I flee to run behind my master with my weapon. My weapon is following behind me like, no!
Alright.
So, I think you might need to make some saving rolls for that, maybe. I think.
Yeah, charisma save.
I think so. That fails.
That fails? Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Alright, so I have disadvantage, or I subtract a d4. Okay. On my next
Yeah.
attack or saving throw. Screw you.
This is why I'm behind the master. Please don't be angry,
You're
Bree.
all going down. I will take what is mine, every ounce of knowledge within your brains.
Shut up, brain. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad.
Is that everything for that round?
Yeah, I've run away. I've did my bonus, and I hit him with a bane. So
Brennan, it is your turn.
Oh boy. Where's everybody else so far?
I'm directly behind you.
And then
I'm
our
right
Drider.
I'm right next to Alara because I was using my bow to knock the thing out of her hand.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna run. Well, no, I was. I guess I wasn't next to Alara at that point because I'd hit a clone or something. But I'm gonna run back up to Alara and try to stab her again with my dagger. Yes.
That is a hit. That is a hit, Alara.
Sure.
And I get sneak attack because there's an ally nearby.
And you don't hit my clone, you hit actual me.
So that's 14 damage, my friend.
Okay, I don't know how much my max HP is, but sure.
Now,
I'll send you a message of your max HP speed, though,
Okay.
so you know.
Oh wait, do I get advantage because we were flanking, or is that just? I don't remember exactly.
Are you currently flanking him around?
Well, because our
No
Sokanish
such thing as
was.
flank. It's just like gang up bonus, really. So as long as someone is in melee range with you, you should be able to get all your 2 hickeys. As long as they are threatening him, so you should be able to get all of your awesome roguey type things, or ranger things, whatever it is you're playing.
And I need to make a concentration save for my duplicates.
no, it doesn't say that it's concentration.
Oh, it's not? Cool. Never mind. Haha.
I just looked that up because I was like, wait a minute.
Never mind. Ignore that. I am an expert. I am going to... you guys are all like pretty close to me, right? Except for Nibbles. You guys are all
Nibbles
just kind of
is behind.
ganged up on me.
Yeah.
Seems like a shatter might be in order.
Oh boy.
Double check shatter.
It's not the worst, but it's not at all the best.
You guys, those of you who are in a 10-foot radius of a point that I choose, which I imagine I can do that. I can get 3 of you in, probably. Must make a con save.
Well, that would definitely be me.
Yeah, so you and Sokanesh and Lyre, I believe. Unless, Nibbles, did you just get right behind your master, or are you far away?
I ran away from the duplicate to get behind the master, and then he ran into melee range. So I'm not like really far away. I'm sort of not. I'm nowhere near that you can just reach out and touch me. That helps.
Okay.
How far were you, like, up close, Lair? You're muted,
You muted.
by the way.
Sorry, guys. I'm probably a little distance back because the last thing I did was try to.
I just
shoot.
wasn't entirely sure,
Okay.
so.
Just because I tried to
So
cast a
just the
spell.
2 of us then.
That's true. Okay. So 3d8 damage if you missed the save, which I think
I
Brennan
probably failed it.
Yeah, and Sokanesh made, or half as much damage on a success.
So I take 7.
3 or 4?
I think it's
3. 'cause
around
it's not quite 4. So
Yeah.
it would be
3. And Brennan, you're also wait, no, you're not back. That's Thunder Wave. Cool. Yeah. That is me. Die, all of you.
And let's move on to that. Is Sokanesh, it's your turn.
that just no. And so too close from my longbow, but that's okay. That's okay.
It's fine. We're fine.
You have lots of other attacks.
I have other
Sure.
attacks that I can use. No
You're
spells.
half spider. It's fine.
All of my spells are gone, but I have a long sword. So I'm going to do that. No. I missed.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
What?
Hunter's Mark?
No, all my spells are gone.
Isn't that just a bonus action?
I don't think so. Okay, it is. Yes, then.
I don't know if that's a spell. I think that's just an ability.
Mm-hmm.
Because for rangers.
I thought it was listed under Ranger first level
No.
spells. Well, we'll check that. If it's not a spell, and it's just an ability, then yeah, Hunter's Mark. But if it is a spell, then I'm out.
So once we check that up, Lair, we'll pop over to you. It's your go.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to. Oh boy, I'm going to fire off another Eldritch Blast at our possessed friend.
Trusty old Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, let's see if you hit a duplicate. Yep.
Does that pop the duplicate?
Yeah, so I have one
Okay.
duplicate left.
Okay.
It's just me and him jumping back and forth. Or her. Two of us.
They're just
Dancing.
jumping, having a good time. And is there anything else you'd like to do on that turn?
No, just spin.
It's important.
So
stop.
Hunter's Mark is a 1 hour concentration spell. So as long as you're concentrating, you can move it as many times as you want.
Okay.
True. So I can move it over to her. So yes, Hunter's Mark is on her now.
And top of the round, Nibbles. It's your go.
Oh gosh.
I heard nipples.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
But since I took damage,
I heard that as well.
I have to make a concentration check since I took damage from the shatter.
That's true.
So what is that?
DC
It's 10. You have to beat 10
It's
because
10 or the damage, whichever's higher.
10 or half the damage.
or half the damage. Yeah.
Or
Or half the damage, yeah.
Basically, you have to beat a 10 with a
Con save.
concentration.
Constitution save.
thank you.
Constitution.
So 7. Nope. Hunter's Mark.
Okay, well,
No,
you got Hunter's Mark.
cures that problem. Oh dear. Oh man.
Nibbles, you got any
I've got loads of healing, man. Okay, that's a lie. I have one healing spell left. Does somebody need
That's
healing?
lots. That's lots more than I got.
Yeah, I mean, I would like it. It would be nice if nobody else is
You can
hurt.
see Nibbles looking at her hand, looking back at the boss, looking back at her hand, and slowly drudges over and gives him a hug. And I'll cast Cure Wounds. It's like, but I wanted to, but he's okay. 12. There you go. Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
well.
That's actually 13.
Well,
'Cause
I'm full
proper
health
healer.
anyway, so
I move my weapon so that the hammer is like the face of the hammer is right in the face of one of the fuck it, it's right in the face of one of the illusions because I think that's funnier.
So Brennan, it's your go.
because of the renewed rejuvenation, I guess, from the delightful healing, I'm going to attack and miss horribly.
I'm now
I-
just sobbing behind
I
you.
just swing my dagger in front of me like, ah!
I've got my arms wrapped around your leg and you miss and I just start crying. Oh,
God
Master,
damn it,
we're
Nibbles.
gonna die.
Told you not to hug me in battle.
Master.
What a mistake.
And with that, Alara, it's your turn.
I think I'm probably just about out of spell slots here. So I'm going to cast Fog on the area.
Man.
Using my action. And so from Elara with this these black lines going up her neck, you see just fog pouring out of her mouth and spreading over the battlefield, making it hard to see anything. But as that happens, you hear a as her body falls to the ground.
Oh no.
Mm. Oh boy.
And the brain is going to he's not doing anything too much right now, just kind of he's hiding as much as he can. running around the fog to try and find somewhere where you can't quite see him.
You could totally find a new host. This would be hilarious.
Well, wait. Now, if the necklace was on the body and the
That is
internet,
also a good question.
would you still be under the effect of the necklace?
That is the question. And Louise, yes.
Well, you probably can't see yourself because you are a brain, and the others can't probably see you because the fog. But
Well,
if they
I have
to...
true vision for 60 feet as the brain. But sure.
Anyone that were to see you would see black tendrils running up the sides of your brain.
So he was definitely affected.
Still affected. Got it.
So you are definitely affected.
Okay, that's my turn.
But bereft of spell slots? Or bereft of someone who can cast spells?
And a body as well.
So
I'm
you have
I'm just a brain with
concentration.
legs right
So-
now.
I have a mechanical question. So if the spell came from the wizard, out of the wizard, and the wizard is unconscious on the floor, does that mean that the spell effect goes away because that's concentration?
Is fog concentration?
I don't remember.
Scrambling to find it, scrambling to find it. Concentration up to an hour.
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, I guess the fog goes away.
Yes!
Damn
So
it,
now
that
you're
was
just a
waste.
brain on the floor.
The brain on the floor. There was a bit of fog.
It
but
looks
it's pretty much
cool
cleared
though.
up.
It looks really cool.
Brain
Yeah.
with tiger stripes all over it.
Looks like a tattooed brain.
Yeah.
Those are painful. No, they're not. Brains don't have any nerve ending. Never mind.
It's like tribal tattoos all over the brain.
Yeah.
So whose turn is it now?
It's your turn, Sokrinish.
Oh, well.
Oh,
How far away is said Pinky Brain from me?
It depends how far he was running around in his fog cloud.
Yeah. Can I roll stealth to see if I could hide?
You can roll stealth, yeah.
He's kind of a sneaky brain.
11. Just a bit of a
I
sneaky
guess
brain.
I'd probably
is
against
my-
his perception.
Perception, yeah.
would that be active perception or like passive perception?
Well,
I mean,
my
I imagine
passive
he's
perception
looking.
is 13, so.
Well, he rolled it,
Either way.
so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
He sees you.
You see the brain.
Okay. Then I am going to shoot some webbing at you.
Hmm.
Delicious.
And I'm going to add my inspiration for D4. Bing. 2, thus making it to 12.
Damn it. That's my AC.
You are now restrained.
You see this tiny brain just struggling to get out of webs.
This is
And
amazing.
you hear a voice in your head, actually. It says, "Let me go, you fool!"
I look up at the master confused.
I look over at the brain and say, "Shut the hell up, brain." I don't like the brain very much.
I noticed.
So moving over a little bit closer.
You attacked me.
And a little bit of dripping from the fangs, because Sokenesh has no teeth, but he just has the fangs, but they are drooling at the moment. And the spinnerets are kind of starting to spool up like, dinner time, okay. And just sort of waiting to see if anybody stops him. That's the thing.
And I'd like everybody to roll me a perception check, please.
I'm too busy crying into your leg.
So,
Damn animals.
Sokrinish, I don't know what to call you now because you're now just a brain, and
Thank you.
and Leia, you hear a voice coming down from the corridor, and suddenly then you hear, "Oh, me lovers, what's going on down here then? Oh my god, you found, you put that necklace on, didn't you? Oh, you are a silly bugger, you are." Or Right, what's all this then? Come on, I don't want any infighting with my own pals here. I know you do see the form of Simon walking down towards you.
I look up at the master. It's like,
I
would it be wrong to
explain
kill
that
him?
I explain that the people who set the fire in town had somehow broken in, and then we killed them, and we were retrieving the necklace, and then the brain put it on, and we were stopping the brain.
Question.
Right.
Sokanesh is right next to me, right? Or close?
Yes. I believe so.
Oh,
Oh no. No.
oh, do it,
Oh,
do
I
it,
wonder
my
if you're
son.
thinking what I'm thinking.
Do it.
So, intelligence check against the body that's attached to his back.
Yes!
Wow, you failed.
She's a very smart,
Well,
paralyzed woman.
Hold on. Let her roll.
If she has anything higher than a 1, she wins. Automatically. Yeah.
Fine. I'll accept that.
That would have been clutch, though.
That would have been
That
so
would have
good.
been amazing. We would have been so screwed.
Oh man.
Oh. He's like, all right. So, basically, you screw the whole thing up then.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, I don't think it's quite good if we are headed back to my friend's house. Then I don't think they'll take it to us. You know, who's this old lady that's all wrapped up and all that?
Don't worry about that. Just yes.
All right, you know what?
It's a meal for,
I won't worry about it.
Yeah. Somebody we caught along the way. Just don't trust me.
Right. Well, if we can all stop this infighting just for a moment, Oweir, because well, we kind of need to get out of here because I think they kind of figured out by now that their necklace is missing. So here's the plan. I got a plan. Listen to me. I've got her a good place up on the overworld, and not quite your thing, I know, but if you wanted to stay in the basement for a while, you're more than welcome to.
I'm not a keen fan on dying, so I'm
Same.
happy to leave. And Simon,
Let's
if you have
go.
any contacts that are perhaps a fence, we could move this necklace so that it goes away from us.
We could claim that it's gift wrapped if you cover him in a web, and then we can hand him out as a thing. And it's like,
Why don't
inside
I-
it is contained a small necklace, and there's a particularly powerful guardian within inside, so that no one
The
can
brain
steal
is
from you once you
free.
have it.
You get the brain for free with the necklace.
Web it, and then it can't attack us.
Somebody
I mean,
else's problem.
We could, whatever you do, I will set up some rumors. Don't you worry. I'll be like, oh, there's some ancient god down here. You don't want to mess with him. Trust me, he's a bad egg. And I'm sure the world will just forget about it and move on. I'm sure.
And
I see
we
no
will-
problems.
We will owe you, Simon. We will be in your debt.
Really?
We will. Right. Well, I
We'll
won't
have
be
to
down
start this
here
with someone
for a
else.
while because,
No.
well, don't want to die. So
Alternatively, we kill you,
Pointing at Simon.
and we let the brain take this body. And she said, I wanted to take the necklace out for a while, and they came with me to guard it.
you Driders, honestly, you make me laugh. You've got such a good sense of humor. You need to go on stage. Just you wait till my friends back in the overworld hear that. We'll be rolling about for hours. Oh my gosh.
Lair goes and stands behind Simon, but not threateningly. I just fold my arms and I stand behind Simon. I've made my decision.
I also go.
And I'll move over to
Stand behind Simon.
the first guy, the guy that I killed with the arrow, and I'll start wrapping him up for lunch and just tuck him up.
Right. Well,
I'm going to look
that's
between
lovely.
my master, the brain, and the dude eating things and take half a step towards the brain.
Ignore the brain.
Okay.
You hear that
I'm
all
very
of you inside of your heads.
slowly interjected in my way over to the master.
You know what? I reckon that brain will make a great mantelpiece for my tavern upstairs. What do you say, matey? Do you want to come read entertainer?
You can have the brain.
World?
How much?
Nice.
And I don't back down this time.
I'll give you free boarding at the tavern. Oh, it's a right good tavern. It is right good. It is.
Not bad.
We're opening up an underworld branch. Yeah, we're opening up an underworld branch. It's going to be great. It's going to be just north of here. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
All right, I like the sound of that.
Excellent.
So then, the final scene then, I suppose, is SPD, does your brain consent to heading up onto the overworld for his own adventure with Simon? Perfect.
Simon and the Brain.
He's gonna have plenty of opportunities.
Simon and the Brain.
Take Simon.
Simon and the Brain coming to Fox this fall.
And just for an ending scene, describe the rest of you. Sorry, how do you leave here, knowing that you can't go back to where you were, the threat of being killed? What's next?
Try not to get killed.
Good plan.
Service.
Good plan.
Lair doesn't feel too bad about it. Lair does not get along very well with her family, and this was pretty much her last chance to prove herself, given how she has bungled inter-house relationships in the past. And she's probably actually kind of excited and relieved that she has an opportunity to get out, because she didn't think she could do it on her own.
Nice. So it's on the up. Everybody, it's on the up, really.
It's on the up.
So things worked out okay.
I think Nibbles may start like she'll start multi-classing and become a bard. And in the new bar, she'll start like dancing, performing on the bar as the tiny 3-foot, not quite gnome. And that's how she wishes to spend the rest of her days. And constantly, obviously, jumping over the bar to protect her master from potential evil.
Brennan consents 100%.
Awesome.
I still don't make any money off this. You make all the money off of me because I'm consent. You let the money just roll.
You'll get biscuits and stuff. Don't worry.
Brennan gives Nibbles a single sock.
Nibbles is free.
Nibbles is free.
And Sokonish will probably start a coven with some ettercaps somewhere.
Nice.
And the Underdark Tavern is a roaring success, and they call it Simon and the Brain. And that's where we're going to leave the one shot with the grand opening of Simon and the Brain.
that was amazing.
Awesome.
Thank you, Louise. Thank you. That was awesome.
Thank you, Louise.
Yes.
That was awesome. Thank you so much. Let's go around to everyone, and everyone can shout out what you liked about this episode and who you are, where you can be found on the internet. Let's start with Louise.
I was going to say,
right. Figure it out. God. No, Louise, you can go first.
Oh no, I've had an absolute blast. I've always wanted to do an Underdark campaign, but never had the chance. So this has been great, and you've all been fantastic. And I've loved every moment of it. It's been great, and I cannot wait for Simon the Brain. It's always going to be there in my heart, Simon the Brain. Mm-hmm. But if you wanted to find me, you can find me. There's so many options for you. You have so much choice. You can follow me on Twitter at No More No Less, where I talk fun things all the time. You can follow me on Twitch. Amazing, right? On AccidentalLegend. And it's there that I do gameplay and I make fun, really cool, very exciting world maps for D&D. You can get involved and help me make them and make their stories and decide all things like that. And it's fun. And you can also catch me on Encounter Roleplay on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. EST, where I'm also DMing revolutions and sad things. And I've just kidnapped Speedy's family, and I'm very happy about it.
I approve.
It's true. She's the worst. All right, next up, Owlbare.
Hi. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter. That's pretty much the only place I live, at Owlbare. And I would hope for the majority that people are aware of me, that are watching. I have been described as, was it Speedy? Internet sensation?
Yes.
Twitter sensation.
Twitter sensation.
Absolutely true.
What I buy people with dice giveaways, and I make pretty graphics. That's pretty much everything I do. And I'm an occasional new DM, and I'm a new player, and I'm just loving it. I'm here because of Critical Role and Acquisitions Inc. And there you go. Find me on Twitter.
Yeah, go follow Owlbare. He is, in fact, a wizard of Twitter, if you will, a warlock even.
Oh, I like that. A Twitter
The
warlock.
warlock of Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Add that to your bio.
Yeah.
Volonda, tell us about you.
You
And
can
today.
find me today. I start off with today. That was really good fun. I had no idea what Nibbles was going to be until I opened my mouth, and it was the funniest thing I've done in quite a while. So
It was amazing.
it's been great. It's been good fun. I like the fact she was intelligent and wise, but every other stat sucked unbelievably. Yeah, that was fun. I really enjoyed that. Thank you, Lee. That was hilarious. And thank you, guys. That was great playing with you. You can find me on Twitter at @AA_Unola. You can find the podcast I'm in, which is a 5e actual play D&D podcast thing. We can find us on iTunes. We are Adventurers Anonymous, and that's really good fun. That's run by Encounter Roleplay. You can find me on Skag's channel Tuesday evenings. You can find me on my own channel, Bloodthirsty_Puppets, on Friday evenings, where again we play more RPGs.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Go check her out as well. Trendane. Tell us about what you thought. Yeah, you know, the whole thing.
What I thought this was fantastic. I love getting to play evil characters because it's like invariably most people when they get into these things they forget that they're evil. So it's like, oh right, I forgot about that. And so it's a lot of fun to get that rolling and get people thinking that way. As for myself, you can follow me on Twitter generally. Well, I mean, you can follow me on Twitter, absolutely, at Trendane. I don't stream on my own Twitch channel, even though I have one. And I'm usually on R. Van Elleron's channel. You can find me over there playing D&D. And we do, since I'm a professional voice actor, we also do live voiceover stuff for video games. We take video games that have text but no voices, and we do the voiceover live on a thing as he plays through it. And that's a lot of fun. And I also am an audiobook narrator, and I do narration for, we're working on finishing Arvin Elleron's book called Gray Shade, and I also do a lot of narration that is featured on the Escape Pod podcast.
Awesome. Yeah, Trendane, awesome voice actor. I'm glad to have you on.
And we're doing a thing.
Which we will get to.
Yeah.
But last but not least, Willis, tell us what you thought of today and who you are.
I don't know how I can compete to that, but I had an immense blast. It was a lot of fun. It was first time really playing Drow, so it was sort of hard to get into the character a little bit. But I mean, you know,
you did
it was enjoyable. Nibbles was my favorite part, hands down. Nibbles was amazing.
Little whipping gnome.
Which I didn't whip once.
Missed
The
out.
good master, really.
But I mean, I don't really do a lot of stuff where you could. I mean, I have a Twitter, at Gradwitz, GRADWITZ.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really do much stuff on YouTube, but hopefully that's going to be changing soon.
Awesome. We'll if you want to put a YouTube link in chat or something, I can add that for you. But yeah, thank you. For those of you who were unaware, this is a one-shot series that we do every single week. Every Sunday we have one-shots. We have guest DMs, guest players. Some of them are, people who are, really cool, like really cool voice actors or Twitch streamers and stuff like that. And some are just people from, the community, people who really wanted to
Others aren't
play a
cool,
game.
apparently.
That's what I was thinking.
Stop. That's why I
No,
corrected
I'm not
myself.
cool.
No, the lamest. No, some of them are just really cool people from the community who really like D&D or who really want to learn how to play D&D, whether or not you have experience. So if you are at all interested in joining us on the show sometime, there is a link in chat where you can sign up to be on one of these one-shots. You can also find that same link pinned to my Twitter if you follow me there, in case you forget or don't want to do it right now. As we end, I'm going to make a little bit of an announcement, a couple announcements actually, but don't go anywhere just yet because we are going to send you guys off on a raid. But there is a new series starting on this channel. This Thursday, we are going to be starting off a campaign in Blades in the Dark, which is a fantastic Kickstarter system that's set in a fantasy industrial world. And it's incredibly dark, and if you liked some of the more evil aspects of this, you'll see that as well, because you are not playing a good character in this game. You are an anti-hero at best. You are playing as criminals, a gang of criminals trying to gain influence on the streets and work your way around factions. And so we are going to be starting that this Thursday, and you'll see at least a few familiar faces around there, for sure. Louise looking around curiously. We've confirmed Louise is going to be one of the players in it already, and Trendane as well will be a voice actor.
I am a voice actor.
He is a voice actor. He's already a voice actor. He's going to be a player in this campaign, voice acting, which will be very cool. And Owlbare as well.
Awesome.
You might see you will probably see his face sometime soon. Again,
Unless I wear a mask.
Unless he wears a mask.
Have to now.
So look forward to that. It's going to be super awesome. I hope to see all of you there. Also, come back again tomorrow. We'll be playing more D&D. Our schedule is going to be changing for our Monday D&D games. Actually, we're going to be starting at 9 p.m. Eastern instead of 8 p.m. Because of scheduling conflicts because of one of our players. So be sure to be there then for that. And then, that is basically all the announcements I have. Make sure if you want to sign up for a one-shot or anything like that, do that. I need to find someone to raid very quickly. You know what, fellas?
No, we don't know what.
Are you sure you don't know what?
Let me check real quick. Yes, I'm sure I don't know.
Give me a knowledge roll.
We're gonna go ahead and raid Madame Gandalf. Madame Gandalf's an awesome streamer, and she does a lot of D&D. Right now she's doing some IRL streaming. But she's awesome, and we've been looking into working with her in the future as well. So go show her some love. I put the link in chat to raid her. We're going to copy and paste that thing. We're going to go over to her channel. We're going to spam the hell out of it. Show her our love and appreciation. So again, thank you guys all for coming out here and watching. Thank you players and Louise for DMing. This has been really awesome. I absolutely love the Underdark campaign. So I hope to see you all again next time. And as always, don't forget to take it slow. Bye!